everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And tonight, what else? Stocks, crypto, credit, qualifying, no qualifying assets. Are you in? Let's talk about it and welcome. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so we get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back. It's another Friday Night Live, and as you know how we do it around here, if you want to ask any questions, talk about any subject matter, it's all on the table, so no problems. But first, we got to talk about a few things: credit, stocks, crypto, and no qualifying assets. The future's at stake. Monetizing yourself has gotten a whole lot better potentially, and we got to talk about it tonight. So let's see who we have so far. Girly Lark's in the house. Welcome to the Friday Night Live stream with the icon next to your name. Thank you so much for being a member of the channel. I really appreciate it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we can talk about anything as usual, but tonight I'm going to start it off for us because the credit-wise. In fact, let me talk about something because somebody hit me up last night saying that I haven't talked about AG and minimizing the situation. All right, well, let's get things straight. I'm not minimizing the situation. AG Jewelers, who came out with the $10,000 primary trade line after reporting for 6 or 7 years, then they went and started trying to get everybody on board, the general population. They reported for 1 or 2 months, or in some cases, 0 months. So the bottom line to the story is, what do we got going on? The credit bureaus removed customers from their credit bureaus, whether that was Experian, whether that was TransUnion, whether that was Equifax. 1, 2, or all 3 has happened to quite a few people. But don't get it twisted. I understand it's the credit bureaus. They probably looked at some of the things that AG Jewelers was doing, which they didn't do previously, and said, hey, this is against our rules. So that's probably what they had to do, is why they took them off. The customers, that is. So AG Jewelers, I'll give them 2, 3, 4 weeks to figure out what's going on. But if you don't want to wait, I'm not sitting here saying wait. You should be contacting AG Jewelers at creditline@agjewelrydesign.com and asking them for a refund. That was my instructions about a month ago. But then last week, somebody posted up that they got a letter talking about there's no refunds coming back from AG Jewelers, with their letter saying, well, you're a member and all this, that, and the other. Well, let's be clear. If you pay for something using a Visa credit card and you don't get what you think you deserved, and then the company says we're not going to give you your money back, that only leads to one other option as a consumer would have. That means we have to do chargebacks. Let's call it what it is. This is business, ladies and gentlemen. This is your money. I'm not sitting here telling you not in the next 2 to 3 weeks so they can post in March. And if they can't, well, then we have problems as far as I'm concerned. All right. So that's the story right there. All right. Let's see what else we got going on. Exactly. It's Friday Night Live. People got paid, out partying, popping bottles. And the stock market has been going down. You know how people get a little bit, not excited about the stock market when it's going down. Everybody out clubbing with COVID. That could be the case. Exactly, Girly Lark. But we'll see what happens. Don Jones is in the house. Hello. Thank you for coming to the Friday Night Live. ATM Bankroll's in the house. What's up, Eric? He has that nice little icon next to his name as well. Thank you so much for becoming and continuing to be a member of the channel. Hey, Don. ATM, what's up? Exactly. Let's get to it. That's how we're doing it tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get down with the credit. No qualifying assets. Everybody knows what I'm talking about here lately. Let's get real. The credit bureaus, they're trying to change up the game. FICO with the FICO 10, the FICO Resilience Index. They're trying to change up the credit game. So what do? We stay steps ahead of them because really, we don't want to have to deal with the credit bureaus. We don't want their approval. You know why? Because once you don't have their approval and you can get loans, that opens up the whole world because now you get to bypass them. How do we bypass them? The thing called crypto. That's how you can bypass them. Because once you start using your money instead of out clubbing, instead of out partying, instead of out popping bottles, instead of out buying jewelry, gold, silvers, you could be investing in things, assets that go up in value. And therefore, you can use your assets and borrow against assets like the top 10%ers do. And therefore, your credit could be worthless because you don't need it. So what we talking about? We're talking about those places you guys have heard me talk about recently. Celsius Network, for instance. There's a link down below. Deposit $200 or more in crypto on Celsius. They're going to give you free $30 in Bitcoin. That's right, free $30 in Bitcoin. Sign up with Coinbase, get your $10 of free Bitcoin. Learn some more stuff on Coinbase and get another $30 of cryptocurrency. You get to park this money over at Celsius Network, for instance, over at Nexo, for instance, and earn interest on your money, and you get to borrow against your money. That's right, anywhere from 10% up to 50%. And how about this, USA citizens? 1% interest on your borrowed money. How about this, UK residents? 1% on your borrowed money. No credit check, no qualifying. You automatically qualify because you're getting loans against your assets. So doesn't this mean, gentlemen and ladies, that we should be investing in things that create assets classes for us, which means crypto and stocks work the same way, ladies and gentlemen, otherwise known as margin. All right. So this is what we're talking about tonight. Some things I went over before, but we're going to talk about the credit as well, because there have been several people who continue to think that they're going to be doing the credit game. The credit game is almost a dead end game once they get done with it over the next year or two. The reason why I say it's dead end is because think of it this way. If I'm literally going to be borrowing money, I'm going to have to make sure that I'm going to be able to pay it back. That means I need streams of income or extra streams of income, because if I already have, let's just call it a set bill amount of $1,000 per month, and then I turn around and say, you know what, I'm going to get that $5,000, $10,000 credit card. You charge your credit card, and then if the pandemic situation keeps occurring where people have to not be employed, can't make what they used to make, now you owe more than that $1,000 per month. It could be $1,200 or $1,300 a month, and you can't pay that bill. So that's not what we want to do. We want to first monetize ourselves, ladies and gentlemen, and that means get your streams of income, whether that's online, whether that's monetizing yourself because you have something to offer on any of these platforms that we talked about on Wednesday night. Podcast, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Snapchat is giving away $1 million. If you want to go make a nice little video every day, if it gets some traction, you'll get a check. You don't have to be an influencer. That's right. Money's growing on trees right now, ladies and gentlemen. You got to be in the game. But if you're sitting on the sideline working 9 to 5 and then thinking that you're just going to come home and everything's going to be fine 3 years from now, 2 years from now, I have bad news for you. If you're not monetizing yourself over the next 1 to 2 years, you're going to be so far left behind that there's a whole new economy growing and you're not going to be able to catch up. And what am I talking about? In this crypto space, there's so much going on where you're going to be able to leverage your time, your energy, your efforts. Some of you may be starving artists right now. Some of you just maybe like have something in your closet that you have collected and kept with you over the last 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years, thinking that it's just a pile of papers, thinking that it's not even worth anything. Well, I got news for you, ladies and gentlemen. 3 letters. N as in Nancy, F as in Frank, T as in Tom. NFT. That's right. It's a crypto thing. It's a token, non-fungible token. That's what it's called. And I'm just going to give you a light preview of this. Let's just say you're a starving artist right now. You post up a picture. You tell somebody, I want $50 for it. You sell it for $50. It's digital though. That's the beauty of it. It's digital. You don't actually have to send them the picture. It's digital. So the digital token says that that person owns that digital asset. And you can sell 10 of them. You can sell 100 of them for $50 each. But here's the kicker. If somebody else says, hey, I want to buy that from you, not you, but the person that bought one from you, and they go, well, I'll give you $100 for it. That's right. You get residual, ladies and gentlemen. And just think about this. You can make your residual 10%, 20%, or 30%. You get to pick the residual, and it's lifetime. You get to monetize yourself for life, as long as that's a thing, NFT. So now, as somebody sells it for 100, and yes, just call it, make it simple. You said 10%. Now you get a $10 check. It's not really a check, but you get $10 worth of crypto in your account. But think about this. Now somebody else says, I think it's worth $200. And at 10%, you get $20 check. 2 years from now, somebody goes, that's $2,000. You get a $200 check, ladies and gentlemen. Can you imagine what's going to happen to the music industry? Bye-bye. Can you imagine? Artists getting ripped off for their intellectual property rights any longer? Not going to happen. We're going to have NFTs, ladies and gentlemen, and it's going to be trackable on the blockchain. That's right. It's coming. So think about this. I'm going to give you guys something. I'm going to start doing, I don't know what to call it yet. I might be calling it Grandpa's, Uncle E's. I don't know what I'm going to be calling it yet, but I'm going to be doing these little chats that I'm going to do these short stories on some of this internet, Snapchat, TikTok, and things like that. I figure get a little more involved because now you can buy and sell things on the NFT platform. And we're talking about OpenSea, ladies and gentlemen. Get familiar. OpenSea. We're going to be talking about it. All right. All right. We got some more people in the house. So that's what I'm talking about tonight. No qualifying assets. And we're going to get residual money for life. It's here, ladies and gentlemen, in our lifetimes. Who knew? It's awesome time to be alive. And for every entrepreneur, every starving artist, every person who did not think that whatever they did was valuable, well, guess what? You can put it out in the universe and find out if somebody else thinks it's valuable or not. How about that? All right. ATM, what's up? Wilson Koo's in the house with the icon next to his name. Good evening, Wilson Koo. Thank you so much for being here. BlockFi and Celsius, of course, but crypto all the way. Girly Lark, got to be crypto all the way, ladies and gentlemen. Get your 10% on your money. Get your 12% on your money. Get it while you can annually, just for hodling your crypto. Stake, stake, stake. Exactly. And you can stake in Webull. Oh, by the way, get your free shares of stock, ladies and gentlemen. Robinhood and Webull links are down below. And on Webull, go into your account. You have to go in. You have to log in like you're, have to put in your passcode and then click on information, or there'll be little boxes over to the right. Click on that and just make sure you have staking on, because you could be earning interest in your account and not even know it. But make sure it's on, because you'll get free interest on your stocks just for holding them at Webull. I'm just saying, ladies and gentlemen, there's plenty of ways to make extra money right now, and the banks aren't giving you a dime. So this is why you should be putting your money into something that makes money for you. That's all I'm going to be saying, and we're going to keep talking about monetizing yourself. Leah Dennis is in the house. Welcome to the Friday Night Live stream. Glad to see you here on another Friday night with the icon next to your name. Thank you so much. Machine Sports and Fitness, check. Glad to see you here on another Friday night. Thank you so much for being here. 7 Streams of Dreams and Income. Hey, fam, what's happening? Glad to see you here. Mr. Burning Family, glad to be here. Wilson Koo, nice. Love Boy. Blessings tonight, everyone. Love Bay. Welcome, Love Bay, to the Friday Night Live stream. Thank you so much for being here, because you can be anywhere on the planet tonight. But hopefully we're giving you some value so you can go forth and say, hey, you know what? I need to find out about this NFT. I make art. I build something. That's the beauty of it. And all you got to do is digitally take a picture and possibly sell it. You guys need to find out about NFT. I don't know fully about it. It just ran across my desk last night, and I was sitting there in disbelief. And one of the stories that you guys are going to find out about right now is I'll give you a story. Make it now before crash. But what falls down? That's right. When it falls down, what do? Wilson Koo? We buy more. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, this is awesome what's happening to the stock market right now. A lot of you, if you were around last year, you were able to pick up shares of stocks, many of them that are still below what the prices have dropped down to right now. That's right. Even after the stock market has dropped, you're still ahead. It's beautiful. So now when it drops down far enough, buy more. I did a couple of videos where I showed you guys the numbers. So there's no excuse. You know, after 2 years, after 1 year, after 9 months, the stock market goes back up and goes back to even higher. So there's no reason to be afraid. The top 10 percenters own 92% of the stock market. Do you think they're going to let this thing go crash and burn? These guys have trillions of dollars locked up in this stock market. That's why they have to manipulate it. That's why you had a GameStop situation where they didn't want the retail investors, aka OCs, otherwise known as ordinary citizens. They didn't want us coming up because it was rising so fast and everybody was jumping on board. The hedge funds were losing money because they were shorting the stock. And they had to put an end to that real fast. They were losing billions. So keep in mind the people's money, crypto. They're going to try and regulate that too. But you got to get on board while you can, ladies and gentlemen. All right? And then I'll get into the story. Let's go. NPSX coin. I don't know nothing about that, but we'll get back to that. I bought NPSX coin, or called Pundi X. We don't know nothing about that, but we'll get into it. Engine. Yes, I do know about Engine. I know about Decentraland. In fact, NFT is Decentraland and Engine and Sandbox. Oh, he's already put it there. Our good NFT cryptos. Exactly. It's coming. It's already here, ladies and gentlemen. It's already been out for the last 3 years, 4 years. It's just that nobody really paid attention until this guy, Beeple, sold $3.5 million worth of his art that he used to give away for free in 2 days. Then he said, you know what? I'm just going to put a collection together. And then he went to Christie's auction house, Sotheby's, Christie's. People may have heard of this auction house. They're high end, and sold $6.6 million of digital assets. You heard me right. Digital assets, not the physical, ladies and gentlemen. But in his case at Christie's, he also gave the physical art along with the digital art. And it's all trackable by who owns it and who has the rights to it. It's a beautiful thing. This has potential, ladies and gentlemen. And guess what? When somebody down the road sells that collection, that $6.6 million collection, and let's just say they sell it for $8 million, he could have 10, 20, or 30% residual on that, meaning he's going to get some portion of that sale. $8 million means he could have a crypto coming of $800,000 if he set it at 10%. And then a year later, somebody says, I'll give you 10 million for it. And somebody sells it for 10 million. Now he has $1 million coming. It keeps going, ladies and gentlemen. You got to understand, we're in the greatest transfer of wealth that's happening, but you're going to have to participate. You're going to have to take a risk. Everything in life is a risk. Like we always said, Al Pacino in Heat, you walk across the road with your doggy, you taking a risk. All right? Some of you are out now partying, wasting money on a Friday night. That's a risk when you could have been spending it towards something. And in fact, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you something else to spend it towards. Curtis Davis is in the house. Mr. Financial, welcome to the Friday night live stream. Glad to see you here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, think about this. That's right, 6.6 million assets on crypto. Exactly. Curtis Davis probably already knows about it because he's Mr. Financial. But ladies and gentlemen, check this out. How about .crypto? Do you hear me yet? .crypto. It could be Curtis Davis .crypto. It could be Gurley Lark .crypto. 7 streams of dreams income .crypto. Stop struggling now .crypto. And when I want somebody to pay me in crypto, that could be the thing. And by the way, yes, I do have a link down below so you can get your domain .crypto. That's right, Unstoppable Domains down below. I became an affiliate. Of course I did. Link down below. It does cost $40, but here's the beauty of it. Unlike the domain names .com, .net, .whatevers, info, .biz, .all that, where we have to pay every year to renew the domain. How about if you pay a one-time fee, $40, and you never have to pay a renewal fee? For life. Where do I sign up? I already did. That's why I have Stop Struggling Now .crypto to my name. Down below in the description, I have the link, ladies and gentlemen. $40. That's it. Where you have a .crypto name for life. And then you'll be able to most likely receive crypto on your .crypto. You know, the BTC, the ETH, and probably LTC. I don't know about things like Engine and the NFT cryptos and things like that, but the main stuff, you'll be able to receive payment down the road. It's here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't need a bank. Where do I sign up? I love this because you know I'm anti-government in reality, because they're jacking people, because they're keeping the top 10%ers in power while they're trying to keep the bottom 90% poor. That's just the way it is. And with crypto, they can't stop it. And this is just getting better and better and better. Record labels won't be able to steal artists' money anymore. It's going to be a beautiful thing if this NFT thing really works. People's art is not going to be able to get stolen anymore. This is going to be so beautiful. You're damn right I'm signed up in this. And I'm suggesting if I have to invest $40, is that really not worth it, ladies and gentlemen? $40 to get your .crypto domain. If it happens to work out and they do what they're saying it's going to be able to do, we win even better. If I lose, well, it's an LLC, Stop Struggling Now LLC, which paid for it, which is a tax write-off. So if it does crumble and it doesn't happen, it's still a tax write-off. But if it does happen and it only cost me $40 for a lifetime of a .crypto domain, we win big time. Is $40 really worth not risking? Think about it. The link is down below in the description, ladies and gentlemen. This is big time stuff that's happening right before your very eyes, the transfer of wealth that I've been talking about for the last 3 months. Where are you at? Come on now. Join the party. All right. Zaligwa, exactly, KZ Lewis, exactly, ZIL. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, ZIL is a crypto that you can buy right now. So is Decentraland. So is Engine. On some platforms, not Coinbase. And by the way, Voyager, I got to talk about Voyager. Voyager is a wallet. So I transferred because I do testing, I transferred $100 over to Voyager wallet. All right. In 2 days, these guys actually gave me $25 in BTC. Beautiful. It's in my account right now. I don't know if there's restrictions on withdrawal, but I'm not going to withdraw. The only problem, I'm going to give you guys the problem with the Voyager app that I see. I cannot transfer I don't remember what I have on there. I think it's Ether. Whatever it is, I can't transfer from that wallet to, let's say, Celsius Network wallet or Binance wallet. You can't transfer to wallets at all. I can only withdraw back into, near as I can tell, fiat, which is money, which is cash, money, US dollars. So that is one of the drawbacks. And I can only earn interest on certain coins, and I have to hold a certain amount of coins to earn interest. And the interest is lower than Celsius and Nexo. So I don't really want to hold any money at Voyager. And the other downside, when I transferred money from Coinbase to Voyager, Coinbase charged me a fee, and then Voyager charged me a fee. So I lost some gas fees on that. And then there's so much stuff going on with them. So it's okay, but I'm letting you guys know right now. Yes, they gave me my $25. There's a link down below in the description. If you deposit $100 or more into Voyager, you'll get 25 BTC, but it probably cost me about $5 or $6 dollars out of that to send money over there, or get crypto over there. It's just ridiculous to me. That's all I'm trying to say. So anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, crypto is the way to go. You can have non-qualifying assets. So again, I'm going to reiterate, we can have money or assets at Nexo. It could be $500, ladies and gentlemen, and you could sit there and say at Nexo, at Celsius, and go, hey, give me a loan. I don't know what their minimum is, but you could say, I want a loan of $100 against my assets. You will not earn interest while you're on the portion you have collateralized. All right? So that's the downfall. But we don't really want to get loans, ladies and gentlemen. We want our money working for us. It's just that down the road, after you built up a nice little treasure chest, that you're sitting there going, you know what? I have $50,000, $60,000 in here, because they're compounding interest daily, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about Celsius, Nexo, BlockFi. They just pay out differently. Celsius pays out their interest every week, every Monday, even though they give interest every day, but they don't give you the interest till Monday. Nexo gives interest every day the next day. So your money is compounding every day. That's the difference. And BlockFi does this monthly thing. Either way, BlockFi is third on my list. The reason why, because they're almost like a bank. They're acting like one. But they will be having that debit card where you get 1.5% cash back in Bitcoin. You got to love that. And if you missed the waiting list, I don't think I'm going to have that down below in the description, but you can check. But last night's Wednesday's night live video, I do have the link for it. All right. So just keep that up. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Crypto. That's right. .crypto. That's what we're talking about. Phoenix Rising is in the house. Nice to see you here on the Friday Night Live. Shedding the nuggets. I see, my brother. Great stuff helping us. Exactly, Phoenix Rising. We got to have what we call here our gear. Emerging millionaires. We got to be in the house. This is how we do it, ladies and gentlemen. All this time, little did you know, while you're working 50 hours a week, 60 hours a week, there's this little underground movements going on. There's millionaires being made right now by simple methods, not even having to do anything. All you had to do was take a risk and invest $100, $50 here, $1,000 there, $400 there, whatever your allotment that you can give into investing. And little did they know, they wake up and all of a sudden there's money everywhere. I'm just saying. So thank you so much, Phoenix Rising. Glad to see you. Yes, we the people are coming. Exactly. 7 streams of income. That's right. He just became a new member of the channel. Thank you so much. 7 streams of dreams of income. Thank you, my man. I really appreciate that. Renewed, because I am stopping the struggling now. It's my money and I want it now. Exactly. That's exactly right. Quit giving your money to the banks. Like Curtis Davis will say, 9 to 1. He knows what time it is. You guys know I did a video, I don't even know, a year or so, maybe even a year and a half back, where I showed members of the channel that banks, every dollar, they loan out like $9. In other words, that's why when you go to the bank and you deposit, let's say you deposited 20 grand, and then you go back in there 3 weeks later and say, hey, you know what? I think I'm going to need that 15 grand. They're going to go, oh, wait a minute. We need an appointment. You got to come back tomorrow. We got to make sure we have the money here. You're like, what? You're a bank. You don't keep money in your vault? What the hell's going on around here? That's exactly what's going on. They're collateralizing your money, using it to make more money. Go look up JP Morgan. Go look up Wells Fargo. Go look up Bank of America. See how much they're paying their CEOs. Is $9 million enough for you? $15 million enough for you? $19 million enough for you? Where are they getting that money from, ladies and gentlemen? It's your money that they're getting 10, 20% interest off of and giving you nothing but 0.01% for your bank account and your savings. Meanwhile, they're making hundreds of millions of dollars every year in profits. Think about it. That's why I gotta love Celsius. I gotta love Nexo, and I even have to give a little love to BlockFi. And anybody else who's going to give interest, like Voyager, like Binance, anybody. At least if you're going to keep money somewhere, why not earn 1% per month on your money? I don't see a problem. Get in the game. All right. Let's see. Renewed. Thank you so much. Oh, Majestic Capital Group is in the house. Thank you so much. Oh, here we go. He's got it. Just got on to NBA Top Shot. Exactly. This is the NFT, ladies and gentlemen. People are giving clips of NBA moves, plays, top dunks, or whatever, and people are paying for it. And that's what he's talking about, NBA Top Shot. It's beautiful, kind of complicated, but since you're certifying NFTs, I'm studied and dive in. Exactly, Majestic Capital. I'm doing the same thing. I don't know nothing about NFTs in reality. I just found out about it last night. I really looked into it because I heard about it. But then I was like, you know what? Let me do some research. I stayed up till 5 in the morning, ladies and gentlemen, studying, looking at other videos, trying to get an idea of what this is all about. And then I was like, oh my God, this is actually going to work. I'm like, this is working right now. People are getting paid thousands of dollars. Crypto kitties. Somebody's spending like $5 grand on a picture of a kitty. I'm like, okay, this is getting outrageous. That means ordinary citizens can make money from something sitting in the closet that they can create. They have videos. They made art years ago. They took pictures years ago wanting to be an aspiring photographer. You can now put your video up or picture up and possibly make money for life and set your residual on every time it's resold. You can do it again and get paid again without you having to do anything. So again, get your .crypto domain name now, ladies and gentlemen. That's part of real estate. Just like land is real estate, online.com is a real estate. Just like your name at Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook group, Facebook page, all that is intellectual properties, ladies and gentlemen. You better get on board now while you can. Don't be the grandpa or the parent sitting there 10 years from now when you have your kids or great grandkids looking up to you going, hey, wasn't Bitcoin like $300 in your day? How come you didn't buy it? When it's $1 million a coin, or when it's $500,000 a coin, or when it's $250,000 a coin. And then they're going to look at you, the grandkids go, hey, how come you didn't buy Bitcoin when it was $100,000 a coin 20 years ago? You're going to be like, well, it was $100,000 a coin. And they're going, well, it's $2 million a coin now. What were you doing? Come on, we all have stories about this because you're thinking about it right now. I'm sure some of you were thinking, yeah, I think I just told my parents or my great-grandparents. I was thinking that, how come they weren't buying that piece of property when it was $100 or $5,000? When I was growing up, I saw the sun in the yard, and that thing's now saying 250. What's going on? That's what's happening right now, right before your very eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody's coming to save you. Just stop the nonsense. Get your money from the government. Take your free money. You're paying for it anyhow. It's your tax money. You got to pay it back. It's not free money. Get your $1,200 or $1,400, $600, whatever you're going to get. It's your tax money that you're going to be paying back. Or let's call it what it is. Your grandkids, your great-great-grandkids are going to be paying back. But that ain't going to make you wealthy now, is it? You better get in on the game. I'm driving, but I'm here tonight. Tanisha Lyles is in the house with the icon next to her name. Thank you so much, Tanisha. I'm glad you're even driving in with us tonight. Hopefully you got in on some of that NFT. Nexo is only good for staking. Don't borrow from Nexo. Just hodl, stake, get that interest. Exactly, Girly Lark, because exactly what happened to some people, they got their account liquidated at Nexo for borrowing. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's pretty simple, and it looks like it's pretty ugly because I found out from some other people that when the crypto ETH went down to 1,400, that's when they liquidated people's accounts. Not when it dropped to 1,900 and then dropped to 1,850. Not when it dropped down to 1,700. Not when it dropped down to 1,650. Not when it dropped down to 1,500. But when it hit rock bottom, that's when they liquidated people's accounts, so they got the lower amount towards their account to pay off their loan. So again, we don't really want loans. What we really want to do is earn interest on our money and build it up. And then the day will come when you may have $20, $30, $50, $100,000. Because remember, if crypto rises, you're earning even more interest on that crypto. So you don't really want to borrow against it, because if you borrow, they shut you down from earning interest. So you just want to build it right now, ladies and gentlemen, while the building is good. Because the next thing you know, if you just be diligent, put money in there every week, every 2 weeks, every month for a few years, next thing you know, you might have 50,000, 100,000 in there. And then you bust out and be like, hey, somebody says, hey, I want to sell a 4-unit complex. All I want is $50,000 down. Well, there's your opportunity. You say, I don't even have to qualify. I don't have to go to no bank. I don't need nobody to check my credit. All I got to do is go online, tap a few keys, and say, I need $50,000 off my account. It's in your account 2 days later. You go buy the damn thing. Now you have profits coming in every month, and you use that money that comes in every month, your asset, to pay back your loan. And you go on about your business. That's all I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. This is how we're going to do it from 2021 and beyond. This is how we do it. You're in the game right now. All you have to do is download Celsius, Nexo, Coinbase, all of it in the description down below. Get your free money, ladies and gentlemen. Free stocks. What else can I say? And let's say it like it is. There's people watching right now who go, hey, Eric, I have a little bit of money. I don't really want to invest in crypto. I don't want to invest in stocks. I don't want to put my money anywhere, really. All right. Well, I have a link down below for you, which is called Wealthfront. As long as you have $500 or more deposited with Wealthfront, they will manage your money for you for free. If you put $5,000 or more in your account, well, it's going to cost you 0.025% annually. But it's set it and forget it. Or other option, put it in an index fund. Some people might say, what's an index fund? Okay, I'll give you some. VTI, V as in Victor, T as in Tom, I. VOO. These are Vanguards. They're earning like 12, 13, 15, 20% a year. Let's talk. I'll give you another Vanguard, VCR. All right. Then we can go to ARC funds, which is my favorite woman, Kathy Wood, in the investment community. She's been picking winners since 2010. ARC K, ARC Q, ARC G, or just go to arcinvest.com. Take your pick on what you might like. You can set it and forget your money there, but don't put it in a bank because you're not earning nothing on a bank. And I've done some videos where I showed you guys the inflation numbers, and they aren't 10% a year. It's higher. So you got to earn money. All right. Let's see. Tanisha, hello. Good to see you. Girly Lark, Celsius and BlockFi, good staking and lending. Exactly. Oh, hold on. You're 20,000. That's right. Curtis, glad to be here. Curtis Davis, wow, NBA Top Shop. Do they have baseball cards? Yes, Curtis Davis, it's all on the table. People are selling baseball cards, soccer cards, all on the program. It all works. It just depends on what somebody's willing to pay. That's what art is, right? Just what somebody's willing to pay is what the value of art or any good is. No matter what you're selling, it's always based on what somebody else is willing to pay. And so you never know, but isn't it nice to know that you could set the price yourself? You could say, I believe whatever I'm selling is worth $1,000. Clearly, if nobody buys it, that's understandable because to them, it's not worth $1,000. But if somebody says it's worth $1,000, then you get your $1,000. But isn't it nice to know that if that person says, I want to sell it, and somebody's willing to pay $2,000, that you're going to get a residual for life? Every time it sells, you get a check. Monetizing yourself, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be very powerful. So I suggest you figure it out. I haven't figured it out yet. I got to freely admit, this is new stuff to me, this NFT. But you best believe I'm going to be diving in on it for the next week. And there's a reason I'm diving in, because I'm going to give you guys a little story. When I was a little kid, my favorite teams was the Miami Dolphins. And because I lived in Jersey, I got to see Julius Dr. J. Irving play for the New York Nets on TV. The man is awesome. So I have pictures of Dr. J and articles and things that I've had ever since I was a child. And I thought it was just for my own little thing. Now I could potentially put these images on this NFT platforms like OpenSea. It's a collectible, and now potentially sell these items and not really sell the actual items themselves, but the images, and get paid. And the Miami Dolphins as well. I have unbelievably, back in the day, I wrote, as a kid, I wrote them. I have signed, autographed by like Bob Greasy, Mercury Morris, and a few other people on the Dolphins when they won the championship. I actually have photographs that they sent themselves from NFL in Miami. And they wrote a letter, literally, things they don't do these days. Different world then. So that is the kind of stuff we're talking about that I can even give away. Crypto Kitties equals Gen 2's Gigapet. Exactly. Pokemon cards is what I'm calling it. Karen Lewis is Keezy Lewis in the house. Theta also have NFT now. Launched January. Yeah, Theta. We were talking about this about a week or two back. One of the cryptos that you should be getting is Theta, VeChain, Engine. Yeah, we were talking about a few of these already a couple of weeks back, and that's when it was kind of like a little new. But these are all the ones you should be getting, ladies and gentlemen. This is on the chain. They get how it works is the people, when you load up a collectible or whatever you're going to load up, you're going to have to pay a fee. All right. So that means the network gets a fee. So that's another thing about the NFT. When I want to put something up, I got to pay a fee. So that's how they get paid. So they now have a source of revenue coming in. And then when somebody buys it, they get a piece of that and you get a piece of that. Kind of like the eBay model. Like eBay, if you sell real estate on eBay, they want $75. Or it might be more now. Back in the day, they used to want $75. So now after a person buys it, I would have to give, eBay would give me 3%. So they would get another percentage. I mean, I'd have to pay eBay 3%. So they'd get twice paid. This is the same business model that the NFTs are using. I'm not mad at them because the coin that they're using, like Keezy Lewis says, I should buy some Theta. I have not bought Theta yet. The reason why is because the platform, I haven't figured out which wallet. I'm in the USA. I can't just simply buy it. I don't know where to buy it. Just like when I had a hard time to get ADA, I got ADA in Voyager, I think it is. It's crazy. Have to go looking all over the place to try to buy crypto because we live in the United States. If I live outside the US, I wouldn't have this problem. It's unbelievable. Richard Reynoso in the house. Nice to see you from the island. Thank you so much for being here on Friday night. And I love that icon next to your name. I appreciate it. Would Wealthfront be ideal if I just like to invest $500 to create another asset? Or should I just try and manage it myself? No. If you want to set it and forget it and don't feel comfortable about managing it yourself, then $500 goes to Wealthfront. That's it. Your other choice is choice number 2. They do stocks. Choice number 2 is load the $500 into Coinbase or some wallet because you're not in the US, I don't think. So you can load it into a wallet and then send it over to Nexo or Celsius Network and then earn the interest. It could be 6% a year or whatever. But again, I would probably go with the Wealthfront myself. And I have the link down below in the description. And you put in $500 and then set your risk levels. You either go, I want to be real risky or medium risk or low risk. And that, if you do low risk, you'll have lower return. If you do medium risk, it's kind of a little bit better than lower return. And if you do high risk, that means high risk, high rewards, but high risk also means you could go down a lot too. Not saying you're going to lose a lot, but I'm just saying I would always go high risk. Put the pedal to the metal because it's only money. You can always get more, especially when you monetize yourself. All right. I'm currently in the US. I have both as well. Thanks to you. Thank you so much, Richard Reynoso. Exactly, man. That's how we got to do it. When we're offshore, we have to do damage when we're offshore because our ISP says we're in another country. And now we can sign up for anything. There we go. Exactly. Let's see. Late but ready to learn. Diesel Mike, we've been talking about NFTs, monetizing ourselves. No qualifying assets because we won't need credit scores anymore. That's what we're talking about here, ladies and gentlemen. You're not late. You're still early because you know what we do on the Friday Night Live. It's only 48 minutes in. So please smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. And if you like what we talk about, please subscribe to the channel. And please share with other people because there's millions of other people that need to know that there are ways out. We don't have to be at the corner selling drugs because when you're selling drugs, that is a business, except that business has the downside of getting shot, getting killed, and going to jail. But you still are doing supply and demand. You're still buying a product. You're still reselling the product. You're still packaging the product. The same street rules applies to ordinary business. But why put your life on the line for something that you can do anyhow? And now we have NFTs that we're talking about. And now you have OpenSea.com. Just how I'm telling you, OpenSea.com, ladies and gentlemen. Go there, look it up. Find out a little bit about what's going on. All right? And I have a link down below also because I became another affiliate for the .crypto domain. For $40, you have a domain at .crypto, which means in the future, people will be able to send you crypto. Right now, I think it's already a possibility, but only for like Bitcoin, Ether, and something else. But it's going down. And yes, I do have the Stop Struggling Now .crypto domain for $40. Use the link down below in the description, please. And then after you sign up, you'll have a link to share with other people, and they'll give you like $10 for everybody that signs up, or $8, whatever the case may be. But you let other people know. That's the beauty of this. Because once other people know, and I can send money to you, crypto, you can send money to me, to my crypto, we just now bypass the bank. We don't need them. We're buying and selling in our own little universe. That's what I'm talking about. Think about it. I'm definitely going to be doing that using your link, Reynoso. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, the Wealthfront link is down below. US can use Atomic Wallet. Thank you so much. 7 Streams of Dreams Income. I don't know about Atomic Wallet, but so far I checked out Anchor USD because Joshua Felder mentioned it, but I don't really like how Anchor USD only has limited items. And then the Voyager, after I deposited money, I was thinking that I was going to transfer money like normal to my other wallet at Celsius because I wanted to earn some interest. And the next thing I know, I was like, wait, where's my codes? There's no codes here. This is literally just put your money in here and let it sit like a normal old school wallet to me. You know, there's interest that you can earn on there, but the interest is lower than Nexo and Celsius Network. I'm like, whoa, we can't have money, even though it's only $100. Don't get me wrong. It's not like 10 G's or anything. It's only $100. So I'm not really broken up about it. But the point I'm trying to make is that there's no reason to let my money sit at Voyager. But if you do like Voyager and you want to get the $25 of free Bitcoin, then you have to deposit $100 or more at Voyager. And then 2 days later, they'll put the $25 of Bitcoin in your account. That's what happened with me. Gotta love it. All right. The Singleton Group, INC. Welcome to the Friday night live stream. And he has an icon next to his name. And he's a new member of the channel. Thank you so much for becoming a member of channel. I humbly appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're here, Singleton Group. Let's talk. Kel Slater, her Coinbase is going public. Crypto is here to stay. Exactly, Kel Slater. You got it exactly right. I have my thoughts on this. The reason why Coinbase is going public is because they have no option. They are part of the government. Let me put you guys in perspective on what happened. Coinbase opened up maybe 4 years ago, something like that, and they were acting just like a Binance, just like any other crypto wallet on the planet. What happened? The good old United States, that so-called free country, said, hold up. What do you mean people are dumping money, US dollars, into this Coinbase place? Hell no. We can't have you guys just allowing that. We have to give you government approval. Otherwise, we're going to shut you down or shut you off. So Coinbase actually had to comply, and they're one of the first. That's why Coinbase is like one of the only companies that has complied with the US, where you can just deposit onto their platform easy. But that's how it all started. They had to comply. So naturally, they're part of the government is what I'm trying to say. So every time you load money up, you best believe they're sending over something to the government going, yep, he just put up $1,000 over here. Yep, he just uploaded $5,000 over here. And now they're going public. And now you know what that means. They're going to be all on it for a money grab, in my opinion. This is my opinion about the money grab, but it's clear because their fees are already outrageous. Now their fees are even going to be more because now they're going to be trying to make more money for their shareholders. That's all this is about. It's a money grab. They finally figured out a way how they can make some money off of this crypto, and then they're going to act like a bank, no doubt. You know it's coming. All right, let's go, people. Hit that like button. Maria G's in the house. Smash that like button. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We're 54 minutes in. Time has flied. Wow. We're talking about making money. We're talking about crypto. We're talking about monetizing yourself for life using NFTs. And you can still invest in some of these coins that are NFTs. So now you could even make more money. The double whammy. Potentially your collectibles that you can put on there and make money from the coin price increasing and earn interest on that money too. or interest on the crypto? Where do we sign up, ladies and gentlemen? You better get on board. I keep telling you, the train is at the station. We're loading up the tracks. We're adding on the cars, because we just added another 1,000 people and a few cars in the back. We're still sitting here waiting at the train station before we leave, trying to get you all on board, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's my analogy. The train is juicing up. We're putting the coal in the furnace. You know, smoke's coming out the chimney stack of the locomotive. How long do we have to wait for you? You do have to learn a little bit, you know. You always have to learn. Nothing stays stagnant. Otherwise, we'd be in the 1900s. This isn't about that. This is the speed of light, ladies and gentlemen. You're getting left behind if you don't learn now. Did you not hear what I said? I stayed up till 5 a.m. in the morning. I don't have to. Because I saw this NFT and I started saying, wait a minute, I need to learn more about this. Because if what they're telling me is true, that means ordinary citizens, OCs, are going to be able to make money for the rest of their life from doing something today. And that is very powerful. And that means the wealth gap goes away. Gone. And they can't control it, meaning the top 10 percenters or your government. Because it's going to be in a DeFi situation. So they can't shut it down. So why are they doing what they're doing now? They're getting on board. This is why Elon said, I'm putting in 1.5 billion into Bitcoin. This is why Square said, you know what? We bought 50 million last year. We're going to buy another 170 million of Bitcoin now. That's right. They're coming to the party. And Coinbase has Bitcoin as well, ladies and gentlemen, even though it's your Bitcoin they're holding. Just like a bank. It's all going down, ladies and gentlemen, right before your eyes. That train is getting loaded in the back. Everybody hear this with SSN Nation? We're waiting for you. We didn't just leave you. We're still waiting for you. We're telling you all about it while it's going down. 2 years from now, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Because everybody should have this shirt. Emerging Millionaires. That's right. We sell at the StopStrugglingNow.com website. Everybody should have it. We have different colors. And all I got to say is, why not do a little more promo? This is it, ladies and gentlemen. If you're new here, this is what time it is. Fuck. Oops. Uh-oh. Sorry, kids. F average. B legendary. That's what we're trying to be right now, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, these hats are for sale now at the StopStrugglingNow.com website. That's right. In black, in white. Remember, legendary means down the road, you can look back and be like, man, I can't believe all I did was spend $50, $100, and turned it into thousands. It wasn't that hard. I just took a risk when millions of other people didn't take a risk. All they had to do was spend like a $50, $100, $200. That's it. And just because I was paying attention and because I was thinking like an entrepreneur, like a CEO of my life, looking out for any advantage I can get, any opportunity, I took the opportunity for less than $100. And look at what happened. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, this is how we do it. I share your videos with my family back in Camden, New Jersey. Hopefully they'll stop struggling as well. Diesel Mike, we know what time it is in Camden. I know it's hard, man. It's like you got to go bang, bang, bang. Dudes, get your free shares of stock with Robinhood and Webull. Here's my link. Come on. It's free. Oh, no, I don't want to sign up and give them my address. Dude, what? Please. We know how it is in Camden. That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, I told y'all I lived in Jersey. Northern, Burlington, junior, senior, high school. That's me. Terrorizing the place. I might as well give a little story. Here's how the terrorizing goes down. Because my dad was in the military and we traveled around a lot, there used to be this fill your trunk with Pedro's junk, a fireworks place on the border of, I can't remember exactly which border, but it was either in North Carolina or South Carolina on the border, and you could buy any fireworks imaginable, no matter what. I'd put them in the car, go back to Jersey, and I had fireworks that even the 4th of July guys didn't even have. So what happens? There might even be something around the middle of the floor at Northern Burlington. I thought it was fun and games. So when you unwrap firecrackers, it's like a little wick. The wick burns slowly. For every 2 inches, it takes about 5 to 7 minutes to burn. So one day we have an assembly. We know we have an assembly at 10 a.m. in the gym. So at 8 a.m., I go in the gym. I put fireworks underneath the stands. I put my wick, because you have to understand, I have at least 100 feet, 200 feet of wick. So I put my wick underneath the stands. People are piling in. We know that all I need is 5 inches of wick. That means I got about 20 minutes before the firework display happens. So I light the wick on each end underneath. I also have what you call Roman candles. About 20 to 25 minutes into our what do you call them, superintendent up there talking, all of a sudden, rat tat 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 tat, smoke bombs coming off, everything's coming off. People are like, what's going on? And unfortunately, one of my little smoke bombs rolled out onto the basketball court, and it actually melted the wax. That was a downfall. But anyhow, chemistry, ladies and gentlemen, chemistry. So Northern Burlington Junior Senior High School, yeah, I went there. I was a terrorization. I was a terrorist. It was crazy. But we know how Camden is. Residual income, that's right, Curtis Davis. That's how we do it. That's what we're talking about right now, ladies and gentlemen. Monetizing yourself. Patrice Conley in the house. Glad to see you here on a Friday Night Live. Richard Reynosa, you should come out with the Emerging Millionaire hat. It's coming. It's coming. It's too big, but we're trying to work it out. Not a smoke bomb. Yeah, man. You were serious about terrorizing the good people of in Jersey. Exactly. Exactly. It went on and on. They were all like, what the hell's going on? We didn't see nobody like this. We didn't see nobody doing nothing. How did this happen? How did it get here? Anybody coming forth? I was like, hell no. I'm not coming forth on this. I'm in deep trouble if I come forward. They're not going to hold out a welcome blanket. And believe it or not, back in the day, none of my friends snitched. There was 2 or 3 guys, but nobody snitched. They didn't go, hey, Eric did it. It was awesome. But what's even worse, ladies and gentlemen, I'll keep going with the story. What's even worse? So after fireworks are going off underneath the bleachers, after smoke's coming out, after stuff is popping up in the air, everybody's hitting the exits. Well, at Northern Burlington Junior Senior High School, some of the exits actually leads into the hallway. We have an enclosed school. It's not an outdoor school like California. It's indoors. So when you go down the hallways, it's enclosed with lockers. So what did I have? I had some more fireworks in the hallway. I lit those also before the assembly, knowing it was going to take 35 minutes before they go off. So when people are now in the hallway, we have hundreds of students in the hallway freaking out from that. All of a sudden, tat, tat, tat. I didn't have crazy stuff going off, just fireworks. I didn't want missiles or anything going off like that. So didn't want to hurt anybody. But now we had rat, tat, 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 fireworks going off in the hallways. It was beautiful as a kid. I mean, it was fun. especially since you already timed it and knew how everything worked. And it was beautiful. That's how we do it. They shipped you off to Cali. And y'all can have it. Exactly. 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 They were like, but no, I never even got in trouble for that one. Like I said, my boys didn't even snitch on me. They were all laughing. They couldn't believe that it actually worked. Because you planned it out. So you can imagine, just like what we're talking about right now with NFTs. When we're talking about monetizing yourself, when we're talking about getting your intellectual properties, like getting your Snapchat name, get your .crypto name, get your Instagram name, get your domain name, get your Facebook group, Facebook page name. That's all intellectual property that could come back and you can benefit from that down the road. Even if you're just sitting on the name, at least you have it. So that's one of the things about when I was doing that. The fellas didn't believe me. Because I would be explaining to them, I'd say, hey, man, this wick right here, it's like 12 inches. And they'd be like, so what? I'd be like, this is like 30 minutes. It takes 30 minutes to burn. So you could actually be gone and then stuff will start popping off. And they're like, yeah, right. Nah, that ain't going to work. So I said, all right, watch. So I ran down the whole thing. I said, this is what we're going to do with the smoke bombs. How I'm going to wrap it up, make sure this happens. They're like, that will never work. So I said, okay. So I did it. And then after it all happened, they never snitched, never said anything. But the funny part is nobody knew anything about it. They're all like, hey, if anybody knows who did this, please send them to the office. Please find out. It was funny. Had fun as a kid. Eric, you're incriminating yourself. After all these years, good thing there's a statute of limitations. Diesel Mike, that's exactly why I'm talking about it. Because there's a statute of limitations. Exactly. It's well over. Wow, you're funny with this memory. That's right. That's how we did it back in the day, ladies and gentlemen. I got more stories, but that's for another day. But here's what's happening. The NFT, the crypto, the credit, all that is going down, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't understand how anybody with SSN Nation has not downloaded to get their free $10 from Coinbase. The links are down below in the description. That's the first thing you have to do. Then, once you sign up with Coinbase, why aren't you going to go learn about other crypto on Coinbase? This is the future. They'll give you an additional up to $30 learning about other cryptocurrencies and how it works. All right? Just take about 5 to 10 minutes of your time and you'll get another $10, $20, $30 in crypto. Then go to Robinhood and Webull and get your free shares of stock. That's it. On all these platforms, you'll have a link and you can share with other people, other contacts, and say, hey, get your free stuff. And then when you share your links, you get more free stuff too for sharing. That's it. It's simple. Just like the .crypto. Get your .crypto domain name. My link is down below. And then once you sign up and get your .crypto link, then you tell other people about it. You'll get some free money. Pay it forward. Help people out and you get paid. This is the best of both worlds. This doesn't cost you anything other than a little bit of time. All right? All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, if you want to talk about anything, we done went past the 1 hour mark, so please smash that like button. Now, I noticed tonight we don't have many people talking about the stock market. Okay, you know why? The stock market went down this week, ladies and gentlemen. All the hurrah and hip hip hooray and the parades and the streamers and the fireworks display going off for the last month or two where things were going up 10, 20, 30%. People were like, oh my God, this is lovely. But now that it's been going down for a week, people are like, I don't know what to do. But anybody new here, you do know what to do. You buy more. That's what we do. Don't be shy about it. EVs, electric vehicles, artificial intelligence, chip makers, that's semiconductor makers. SPACs are out there. Solar. space. These are the kind of things you need to invest in. This is for the long term. And right now, the prices have dropped so dramatically that it's a good time to invest. All right. All right. Let's see. Okay. I will start with. Oh, hold on. I left something out here. Here we go. This is what I want to. You can't really see it. I wanted to show you guys. This is the .crypto. When I signed up, there's they send an email because I became an affiliate, and they said the value proposition for your audience. Here it is. Number one, simplify cryptocurrency addresses with blockchain domains. Attach your BTC, ETH, which is Ether, LTC, which is Litecoin, and any other cryptocurrency address to your blockchain domain. That's one. Two, build censorship-resistant websites. Your domain is stored in your wallet and is only accessible with your private key. That means we are secure, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody taking us down unless your ISP, whoever the ISP is, but for the most part, can't take you down. Your website content is stored on a decentralized storage network and cannot be taken down. Decentralized storage, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't this awesome? This is what we're talking about. .crypto.com down below. And these tools are fundamental for global free speech. You can say that again. Number three, use DChat for person-to-person communication. Sign with your crypto address to access P2P chat, which is person-to-person chat, group chats, and read-only broadcasting channels. You can see where this is going already, ladies and gentlemen. You better get down. There's also a .crypto. I did not sign up with .eth. There is a .eth. There's also like a .ziligua. I call it Ziligua. I don't know what the real pronunciation, but .zil. And Centraland, a Decentraland. This is going down, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you can see that on the screen, but this is going down. I'm telling you right now, we're loading up the train. We're adding additional cars for you. So hopefully you're getting in, because we're going to be leaving shortly, but it's not going to happen about for another 5, 6, 7 months. In the meantime, you can pack, get your luggage together, get your dollars together, get your passport together, get everything together, because this next thing is going to be big time. Ordinary citizens becoming multi-millionaires is going to be a thing. There's only 48 million millionaires on the planet right now. In about 2 years, I guarantee you that number is going to grow by at least 10 to 15% easily. And you should be one of them, because your life would be a lot easier. The more money you make, the streams of income you have, and you know money's coming in, you can rest at night easily. All right. And I like that girly like comment. They shipped you off to Cali. Incriminating. All right. Both are down, crypto and stocks, but it's still than 10% trying to scare the poor out. That's right, Kel Slater. Just like right now, when they put the yield curve goes up, stock market goes down, so they get everybody to sell. So then they can buy for cheap, because they know what happened when they know EV went up 50% in just like 30 days. We're not going to talk about the 500% it has went up over the last year, but they know it went up over 100% in 30 days. So they said, all right, we're going to deflate this, because we needed to drop almost back down to where it was 30 days ago, 45 days ago. So then we can buy it in now. And then once we pump this back up, we'll get our 100, 200% on the money. Meanwhile, we shook out the poor people, because they're looking at their bank or looking at their stock portfolio going, oh my God, it dropped from 20 grand down to 15. I should sell. Or a single stock like Tilray went from 60 down to 35. Oh my God, I should sell. That's how they shake you out. But if you know history, like they know history, it's just going to go back up, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have nothing to worry about in reality. But that's how they get the poor people scared, because you care about money more than the 92 percenters do. The top 10 percenters, because they have the money, they can burn off. They go, oh yeah, we lost like $100,000, $200,000 today. But that same thing, if you don't have that much money, you lose like, 10% of your portfolio or 20% of your portfolio. You start thinking, man, I want to hold on to this. Let me sell it. That's where they get you. Just like Kel Slater says, scare you. And that's why all the scare tactics right now. Janet Yellen goes on TV 3-4 days ago talking about, well, crypto, I don't know if it's a good thing. We might have to figure out how to tax every transaction and regulate. But what's she talking about? This is disgusting. Yeah, she shouldn't have nothing to do with this. And sitting here talking about something she clearly doesn't even understand. She doesn't understand. For the feds, the train has already left the station. They can't stop this. It's hilarious listening to that nonsense. Yes, correction or reset. Felt like January 2nd, again in the stock market. Exactly, Curtis Davis. That's exactly what it is. Reset the monopoly board. That's how they're doing it. Top 10 percenters are resetting the, and they have complicit people in power. The feds. People, get that book. Jekyll Island. Go get that book. You'll find out about the feds. Then you'll be disgusted as millions of others are. And that's what they're doing right now. They're trying to figure out, they're giving you this talk. Well, the interest rates might go up. Cryptocurrency, we still think there might be a problem with it. Meanwhile, they're sitting around trying to get a digital coin themselves. These guys are jokers. Jamie Dimon, Warren Buffett, for 12 years, they've been talking about cryptocurrency as a scam. Meanwhile, Jamie Dimon investing in cryptocurrencies. Warren Buffett finally comes along and says, okay. These guys are now making millions of dollars. It's an asset now. Yeah. Meanwhile, the other 8-9 years been telling people it's a scam. So the poor people listening to these rich dudes, because everybody in America and around the world listens to rich people, they didn't get in. You didn't get in when crypto was $50. You didn't get in when it was Bitcoin, $50, $20, because you're listening to Jamie Dimon, Warren Buffett, all these so-called know-it-alls, CNBC. But if you would have, you would have millions of dollars right now. That's the difference, ladies and gentlemen. Scare tactics. You do not lose until sell. That's right. In 2008, Ford dropped to $1 and bounced back to $9. Exactly, Curtis Davis. That's exactly right. Good point. Good point. Dante, in the house. Welcome to the Friday Night Live stream. Glad to see you here. Yep, I'm not selling, holding all red stocks until green again. 7 streams of dreams income. Exactly. Again, my philosophy, like I tell everybody on Friday Night Lives and all the live streams, the philosophy goes like this. They're printing more money. They already did the $600. They're going to be giving out some more stimulus money, which is going to be to the people, $1,000, $1,200, $1,400 or more. When they give money to the people, that actually is how the economy is supposed to work. Because the people, if you're working, you have an income and you spend the money at companies and for products the wealthy own. So the money goes up. But because they want to do money grabs, they give tax cuts and tax breaks so they get paid already, and then you pay more in taxes. They reversed it. So now when you do stimulus, it's reversed like it should be, where you're getting money, aka a job or something like that, and then you buy goods and services, and that's how the wealthy get their money. But they try to bypass it. So now what's going to happen, people are going to have their $1,000, $1,400. They're going to invest it in the stock market, invest it in crypto, invest it in businesses. So that money is going to go into the stock market, which is going to pump it up. Then the top 10 percenters are going to be getting their PPP money, They're going to have loans forgiven. They're going to get their EIDL monies. That's millions of free dollars. And then they're going to buy their own stocks and buy stocks in the stock market and more crypto. So they're going to rise up. That's why the train is still at the station, because that hasn't happened yet. It's going to happen still this year. After that happens, then we're going to have to start talking about the train leaving the station. Because at that point, we're going to be dealing with higher inflation. And that's when you should be getting yourself some gold, silver, whether it's stocks, ETFs, or whether it's physical gold and silver. You need to be getting some right now, ladies and gentlemen. All right? I'm not talking about a lot. I'm just talking about, a few $100s of silver. I'm talking about a few $100s of gold. That's all I'm talking about if you're getting physical. Because you can also buy it on the stock market like SVR, SLVR, SIVR. All right? You can get those type of ETFs. So and we're going to go the long route for this, because we're told in the electric vehicles, the artificial intelligence stocks, the solar, the suppliers, like ChargePoint and SBE merging. Those are the chargers for Tesla. We got to hold on to all that. NEO, Tesla even, LCA, LI, XPeng, Fisker even is a risk. They haven't done anything yet, but, I'm just saying you got to have stocks in this genre, because that's what's going to grow in the future. Cloud storage, that's a C3, a stock play, C3. Cloud storage, little do you know, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon are the biggest. Verizon, these are the biggest companies with cloud storage. Cloud storage is going to come into play for when we're trying to do autonomous driving, which Ford, GM, and a few other companies, FRSX, that's autonomous driving ETF. DRIV, again, ARK, also ARK Invest. They also have a fund for innovations, for autonomous. This is going to be a thing. If you invest in these things that are a growing market, you can't lose in the long run, even though they're trying to give you FUD right now. That's why they have to make the market go down. They want you to be in doubt. Think that, oh my God, it's going down. But in reality, use your head. That is the future. We're going to have robo-taxis. We're going to need laser. Satellites are going up for the 5G. 5G network is coming out. So you got to invest in 5G stocks. Nokia is so low, it's ridiculous. Ericsson, so low, it's ridiculous. They're actually in the 5G. Verizon's in 5G. T-Mobile's in 5G. Then they got to launch satellites. Satellites run off, 5G runs off of satellites. So now we have to invest in Global Star. We have to invest in Galat. Galat, G-I-L-T. Global Star. I don't know their symbol. It's GBLR, I think. I can't remember. You got to be in the game, ladies and gentlemen. Even if they do what they're doing now, we know that all this is going to be built out. We know they need this. We know spaceships have to go deliver the satellites. So now we got to go with SpaceX. We got to go with Virgin Galactic Man, Mr. Branson, who also, by the way, has a SPAC, which just came out. V as in Victor, G as in George, A, C as in Charles. I bought some yesterday. Members of the channel with the icon next to their name, they can see the community tab. I went on a buying spree yesterday. VGAC was one of them. All right? You got to be in these plays, ladies and gentlemen, and then just sit back and relax. Medical. People are sick. We have strains. We have at least 2 or 3 different strains of COVID by itself. Never mind cancer. Never mind some other sicknesses going on around the planet. But we have genome projects going on, like a BNGO, for instance. These are the kind of things, pharmaceutical companies that have something to do with cancer improvement, something to do with COVID improvement, something to do with vaccines, biochemicals. All that is in play for the future, ladies and gentlemen. Toxic chemicals are everywhere. And there are companies that can actually pull out your DNA and find out what's going on to help you get better. This is a thing that's coming. Genome projects, ladies and gentlemen. You can invest in the ARC fund. They have ARC-G. You can do BNGO and a few others. In fact, somebody sent me something last night. TSDF is over the counter right now. They got a project that's pretty interesting. I think it was TSDF. It's awesome. It has something to do with DNA and cancer and everything that they can detect right now, and it's a penny stock. All right, I'm just giving you guys. Ford, GM, they are going all in with EV. In fact, GM has an EV vehicle for $15,000. Yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. It only goes 100 miles. It's like a golf cart. But just imagine it's $15,000 right now, but it's GM. They have a distribution network already. Imagine once, and people don't even know about it. Imagine if they actually put this out in mass, and now instead of it being 15,000, it's 5,000. So GM stock is in play. Ford stock is in play. Are you guys getting this? There's plenty of opportunities here. The train has not left the station yet. All right. All right, Curtis Davis, they're holding back stimulus checks until they are ready. Exactly. Exactly. Because you know what would happen right now. If they had released the stimulus checks for $1,200 or $1,400, the stock market could not have gone down. People, imagine 100 million people getting $1,000. $1 billion. And people putting that into the stock market. These stocks would not have been able to go down 20, 30%. They would have went up, meaning these guys would have, their short positions would have been busted and the price would have increased, so they couldn't have been buying it at these prices today. Exactly. Good point, Curtis Davis. Just like when the Saudis used to flood the market with low price oil to drown out the competition. Exactly. They did that last year. As soon as the competition goes away, they jack the prices sky high, all rigged. Exactly. When Russia and the Saudi Arabian government, they reduced their oil flow last year, and the oil prices in America went down. Some oil companies in Texas had to merge or file bankruptcy. What were we doing last year? Curtis Davis knows. Everybody who was here last year knows. I was saying, get that USO stock, get the MRO, get the AM. And people were like, what are you talking about? USO was $1. They did a reverse split. And then it was like 10-1 or something crazy. And I remember somebody jamming me up on a Friday Night Live back then, and they go, USO, they invested, and it was down by $5. It was down around $15. And it was just like a week. And I said, hey, buy more. And of course, I'm going to give you guys a perfect example. Why don't I just show you what happened with USO? USO stock. Look here, ladies and gentlemen. Proof in the pudding. Right here, $41. Look at last year. Let me go back a year. Last year. Wait, that's not a year. Okay, here we go. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is what happened. The guy bought on the equivalent of around $21. Then he saw me a week later. It was down, like I said, $17, $15, somewhere like that. So that's in April. I said, buy more. If he would have bought more from that $18 level, look at here. He's doubled his money and then some. See what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen? And this is what Diesel Mike was talking about. When they flooded the market, where they said, in fact, that's what they did. In fact, they flooded. They didn't restrict. They flooded the market, Russia and Saudis, Prices started going down. People started panicking. That messes with the United States government because we have the petrodollar. And now you see what happened. Doubled your money in less than a year, ladies and gentlemen. April to February, doubled your money and then some. But they're doing the same thing this year with different stocks. That's the EVs. That's the satellites. That's the 5G. That's the artificial intelligence. Apple. How does Apple go down to like $121 a share, $120 a share? How does this happen? These guys are into everything, let alone cell phones. They're in the cloud storage. They're in the artificial intelligence. This is outrageous. They're about to make a deal for a car with a South Korean company. This is outrageous. But again, shaking out the weak hands, that is what the top 10%ers do. They want to keep you poor. Meanwhile, the poor people, you have to steadfast. Say, I invested. I'm going to stay. Why? Because Eric told us. Look at the history books. Last two videos, I ran the numbers, ladies and gentlemen. It goes back up, whether it's 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. It goes back up and exceeds the previous stock highs. So in reality, once you sit back and relax, you go, okay, I'm going to buy more while it's low, and then I'll sit back for another year or two. In the meantime, I have streams of income coming in, so I don't really care what that does, but I do know at the end of a year or 2 or 3, we'll be back and better than ever and even make more money. All right, let's keep talking. Exactly right. Ford has not even released first EV car, but it will explode. Exactly. The Mustang. That's that Mustang, that SUV Mustang is going to be their EV, which is going to be awesome. Hi, Eric. Are you doing, Eric? The market went down this week. People are scared that interest rate is going to 5% within a couple of years. Gino Shimiente, welcome to the Friday Night Live stream. Gino, it is going to 5% within the next couple of years. You can't print $12 trillion. Not to happen. You just dumped $12 trillion of dollar supply on the market. Of course it's worth less. Inflation's already happening, and they will be at 5% in a few years. And that's what's going to be the beauty of it, because all of us right now, the train is in the station, we're buying stocks right now, which also means, you know what this means? This means a house is going to cost more. That means rent's going to cost more. That means everything's going to cost more. So you better get your streams of income, or make sure that you have dividend money coming in. Make sure you have your crypto earning some interest. But you know what else this means, Gino and everybody else? This means crypto is going to go through the roof. That's what this means. Because crypto is going to be immune from it. It's going to be a beautiful sight to behold. That's why they're giving us FUD right now on the crypto. I couldn't believe it. Like I said, Janet Yellen just on TV the other day talking about, well, I don't know about crypto, acting wiggy. I'm just like, man, somebody please slap this woman. Wake up the government. But they're already awake. She did that so that people, ordinary citizens, are looking at that on national TV going, oh, well, she's the federal person. She knows what she's talking about. I guess I better stay away from crypto. Meanwhile, people are selling $6.6 million worth of NFT. That's Beeple I'm talking about. $6.6 million of NFT for artwork that he used to give away for free. But here's Janet Yellen talking about, I don't know about crypto. I don't think it's a good idea. I think it'll all be worthless in the end. But yet, banks are backing Celsius Network. Bank are backing BlockFi. Elon Musk is giving up $1 billion. Square's giving up $170 million to buy Bitcoin. But she don't know crypto's going to be a bad thing. Giving out this FUD so ordinary citizens will think it's a bad thing when it's actually a good thing for you. Get in the game. Free money down below with Coinbase if you're a USA citizen or international. Go down, get your free $10 in crypto using the link down below. Get in the game. Don't pay like GoDaddy, 18, 20 bucks, 30 bucks for my crypto, for my domain names. It's disgusting. Back in the day, it used to only be 2 bucks, 5 bucks, 7 bucks, now 20 bucks. They won't even give me a discount after I've been with them for 20 years. So that's the funny part about this. The .crypto, one time $40. As long as they keep it that way, I'm hoping they do. How awesome is that, ladies and gentlemen? How awesome is that? Get it. And if you have a company, you have no reason not to get it. It's a tax write-off. Come on now. All right. We are buying the EV infrastructure for the next 2 years. Exactly, Curtis Davis. Exactly. Eric, I bought Shop in 2018 for 57. We're about to see unforeseen. I got to show this, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Financial, I got to show this because people don't understand the ramifications of buying Shop. And Shop is Shopify, ladies and gentlemen, in case you don't know. And this is just 2 years ago when they were giving out the same FUD talking about, well, we don't know if Shopify is going to be a great e-commerce platform. We don't know. We don't think that's going to work. 2 years, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. That's Shopify, ladies and gentlemen. $1,280. Every $57 share that Curtis Davis bought is now worth over $1,200. This is what we're talking about. You got to get in the game. Don't be scared. It's only money. You can make more. You can make more. Oh, man. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. A buying opportunity. Here we go. Here's a buying opportunity. Look at this. This is interesting. Last year, it was 135. And it's down to 221. It was up near 300, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we're talking about. How many people do you think sold? Because just a week ago, 2 weeks ago, it was around $290 a share, fluctuating up to around $295, $300 intraday. And then it goes all the way down to 221. What do you think people did? They sold. Perfect buying opportunity. All right, take profits in the stock market while you can, not when you need to, and then buy it back. That is how you make money. Gino Scimmiente, great advice. There's 2 ways you can go. Either hold on to it, or like he said, you could have sold, for instance, Teladoc at 300 intraday. Then when it went down to 221, and I don't even know what after hours happened, it probably dropped even below 221 after hours. Then it drops down to 221, buy back in, and then let it ride up some more. He's got it exactly right. Sure, we're going to have to pay 25% if we're going to be doing all this, buying, selling within a year. But if you're making $70, $80 per share, do you really care about paying 20 bucks? I don't. All right. And especially in this volatile marketplace, these are things you have to do. If you want to make money, that's what we do. Robo-taxi. Thank you, Curtis Davis. He said exactly. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Curtis Davis put it right here on the screen. Mr. Financial. Robo-taxis. That's right. And what do you need with robo-taxis? Semiconductor chips, artificial intelligence, 5G, satellite guidance, lasers or cameras on the vehicle so they don't run into another vehicle. Robo-taxis without human beings. That is a thing that's going to happen in the future, and it's coming. Next year coming. They're already testing it out in places like Arizona. Waymo, for instance. Google's in play. All right? Look at that. AI, 5G, big data, which we call the cloud, EV, telemedicine, all in early stages. He's got it exactly right. That is like 100 stocks that you can be in. And you can be in the top 10 stocks, and I guarantee you some of those top 10s are going to buy up the smaller competitors. Win-win. Melody Bonita's in the house. Missed 21 streams of income. I wish I bought Spotify at 57. Tell me about it, Melody Bonita. I didn't buy it. I was listening to the FUD. I was like, wait, there's eBay, there's Amazon. Why would anybody do Shopify? Really? And then all of a sudden, boom, almost $1,300 a share right now. So yeah, I missed out, but you can't win them all, ladies and gentlemen. You just have to go with when you're winning, you win. We can't pick them all. But that's why I call Mr. Curtis Davis Mr. Financial. He actually studies. He actually goes and looks. He actually joins groups who talk about financials, who talk about stocks. He's not resting on his laurels. He's still searching for the next big play, and he's investing in it. He's not resting on his laurels. He's saying, while the going's good, might as well keep going. That's it. The only thing holding EV back right now is range anxiety because of so few charging stations. That will change soon enough. Exactly, Diesel Mike. That's why SBE and ChargePoint together, they're going to own about 50% of the charging, 50% of the market segment. And ChargePoint has a deal with Tesla already. So that's going to explode this place because they both, synergy, working together wise, ChargePoint and SBE, they're going to bring something to the market because they'll be able to charge without having electricity going to the charging station, which is what ChargePoint does right now. SBE is able to charge stations using solar and other techniques, so you don't need to actually have electricity running to the charging stations. So now ChargePoint and SBE can put things up every 30 miles if they want to. It's coming. So therefore, you should be getting SBE, ladies and gentlemen. We talked about it before when SBE was only like $13, $12. Now it's $30, but it's all right. It's still not too late, right? But it has dropped because we need it to drop, right? We need it to drop, ladies and gentlemen. Look here. Diesel Mike's right on it. Look at this. $30 now, ladies and gentlemen. Let me show you something. Look at this. We were talking about in September, getting in 14, 13, 12, whatever, $15. It didn't matter. This was just October, 5 months ago. And if you would have bought then, you're just sitting on the sidelines like the rest of us going, okay, look at this though. This is what I want to show you. It went all the way up. 39, 44. Looks like the peak. January last month, 44. So now after it goes up to 44, drops down 30%. People are bailing. People are like, I'm out. But all of us who bought in at 12, 15, 18, we're sitting there like, wow, this is great. I think I'm going to buy more at 30. Because we know it's going up and we have an advantage. Because we bought at 12 and 13 and 14, our dollar cost average, even if we buy at 30, is still going to be in the teens. It's still only going to be $17, $18. That's it. So we're still ahead, dollar cost average wise. So that's why we don't have to fear, because we got in at the right time, luckily. But everybody who didn't get in, I'm still buying more right now at $30. Because I know what's going to happen in the future. This isn't hard to figure out. And notice you have Blink down here, BLNK. That's another company. Yeah, we have a big advantage because we were able to buy these at single digits. But I'm going to show you what's been happening. Last year, we were able to get it at $5.99. We were telling everybody last year, get in on EVs. $5.99, $7.50. All last year, look, August, still $7. We were telling people, August, you guys can go see any Friday Night Live. We're talking about it. Look at here, October, 5 months ago, it was only $9. So we were buying the whole time. And look here, 3 times our money even back then. But look here, this is what it went up to, ladies and gentlemen, $60. $60. And this is January 26th, which is almost a month ago. And what do you think happened over this last month when it dropped 30%? 30% drop, 36% drop as of today. people have been selling, getting out the weak hands, and the top 10 percenters have been buying up, telling you, well, these charging stations, we don't know what's going to happen. Getting out the weak hands. Should be buying more right now. Buying more right now, ladies and gentlemen. Stay in the EV plays. FSR stock of the week, Jason Insminger. Welcome to the Friday night live stream. I like that stock right there. He's exactly right, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to look at this real quick. And thank you. I see that icon next to your name, Jason. Thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel. Let's go, FSR. And in fact, FSR, in fact, that's Fisker. This is an interesting play. Fisker is going to be like a 2-year run, in my opinion. It dropped earlier today down to 21, and then because they did this little merger deal, they're up to 28. The same as an SBE. This NEO is down to 45. They're all in the same ballpark, all underperforming. There goes another one. And in fact, let me get into FRSX because we got to do autonomous driving. We got to talk about autonomous driving. FRSX. Nothing major is happening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, if you were in earlier, it's major. But what I'm trying to say is, here we go. It was at $11. We know it's going to be autonomous. This is a holding company. Come on. So again, we have an advantage. We got to buy in earlier when it was under $5. It's only this. In December, it was only under, it was $1.76. We got in. Got back in also. January, it was $4. Still good. This is another buy. Plenty of opportunities, ladies and gentlemen. And I see I missed the screen here. I'll go back to FRS. I believe that's what it was. Yep. No. Fisker. FSR. Here we are. Look what happened. Today it was down to 21, shaking out all the weak hands. And then from that point on, it goes up 36% on your money. I did not invest in FSR today. In fact, I haven't invested in FSR at all because I like NEO, and NEO's my baby. NEO, Tesla, and Fisker is going to take about 2 years to get where they need. 1 year at least, minimum 2 years, because they're not even producing anything right now worthwhile. But it is what it is. They're still in play. They still have a stock that has an upside. So there you have it. Thank you for that. ABMB, buy more. I agree. ABM. Oh, that's not what I need. ABMB. Are you talking about? No, ABMB. Here we go. Airbnb. That's what I'm talking about. It's a 206. I love this. It dropped down to 180 even after they gave the earnings. And then after hours, it goes back down to 203. This is beautiful. I love it. They're hoping that we follow the FUD. We thank you for your channel. Wilson Koo, thank you so much, man. That's exactly what they're doing. And I'm glad people are actually watching the channel, and I'm hoping you're sharing the channel, because once people realize that they're being manipulated, then they'll be like, wait a minute. Eric talked about that they were going to do this, and then the stock went down. I didn't buy because of what they said. And then come to find out, you go look at their statements for their companies, because they're, public companies, and you find out, wait a minute. They invested in autonomous driving, artificial intelligence, cloud storage, and they made like $100 million. How did they make $100 million? Oh, wait, they invested like $50 million in artificial intelligence, the same companies they're telling you not to invest in. They invested $10 million in companies they told you, oh no, the charge point and those charging stations, they may not work. But they invested. That's how they do it, ladies and gentlemen. You're being manipulated. Stop being manipulated and go with your gut feelings. Go with your due diligence. Watch what is going on. That's all you have to do. This is why I don't even pay attention to technicals like other people do, because it's long term. I sit there and say just what we're talking about tonight when Curtis Davis posted up everything: 5G, AI, cloud storage, autonomous driving, telemedicine. We know it's all coming. What more do you have to do? Do your due diligence and pick a stock or a few stocks in that area and go with it. Not that hard. You're welcome, Wilson Koo. Thank you so much for being here and being a supporter. I appreciate it. And I thank everybody for supporting the channel. That's how we get to be known, and that's how we're getting our word out there. Thanks for all the tips, fam. Facts. Range anxiety. That's why Tesla won early. They built stations. Exactly, Curtis Davis. Because that's why Elon Musk is no dummy. He sat right there and said, hey, I better get I need charging stations every like 100 miles. Let's get it done. And then I can sell more vehicles, which is what happened. All the politicians already own crypto. They just don't want you to buy crypto. They are fools. Exactly, Gino Shimiente. They already are buying it. Just like last year when these guys had a meeting about COVID, they already knew it was deadly in January. As soon as they get out the meeting, they call up their broker and say, hey, sell all my travel stocks. And I want to buy pharmaceutical companies. Straight out. And Americans let these fools off the hook. This is what they do, ladies and gentlemen. They already know what's going on. And they're telling you to do something different. Space, Virgin Galactic was yes, space. SPCE, ladies and gentlemen. We know Virgin Galactic was a rough ride. $15. That's right, Curtis Davis. In fact, I'm going to show people because we were talking about SPCE when it was $17. I don't know when that was, but I'll go by this stat here. Here it is, September 15, 16, 17. Another opportunity in October, November. It was $17. We were talking about it on a Friday Night Live. And I even posted up when I bought it under the community tab. And here we are now, popped up. We're still doubled our money. But here's what happened. It went all the way up to $60 a share, ladies and gentlemen. February 11th. It goes down 37%. What do you think happened? Oh, you guys didn't see it. It went down 30. Here's when it was $17 in November. No excuse. It was $17 in September. No excuse. It was $15 in June when we were talking about it then too. So again, it went all the way up to 60, dropped down to 37. That's 37% loss. Top 10 percenters are buying it up. Are you? Are you buying it up? That's the question. Add LDA to stock list, Air Filter Tech. All right, Curtis Davis dropping a gem, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know LDL. Lidol. I don't know nothing about this. Interface, performance. They're in with 3M, so they're a materials company. I like it. Let's see. Up. Here we go. Nice chart, ladies and gentlemen. Year over year, 220% on your money. It's going in the right direction. And all I need to know is Curtis Davis said so. Mr. Financial said so. I'm getting tired of missing out. This is the first time I believe he's mentioned LDL, but it has the right chart. We got to find out Air Filter Tech. Well, we need air filters. You know how that goes. All right. We know how that goes, ladies and gentlemen. We need air filters, right? Here we are. LDL, another gem being dropped. Oh, Airbnb had a nice move today. Exactly. 183 to 206, 203. That's awesome. Okay, almost 2 hours, ladies and gentlemen, on a Friday Night Live. Please smash that like button. And again, if you like what we talk about, please subscribe to the channel. And then please share the videos. Let other people know. Share. And then share your links with those people after you sign up in get these free shares of stock, get your free crypto. Do it. All right? That's how simple this is. Yeah, Airbnb. Again, we have everybody who invests has their different points of view. And some people think Airbnb is going to go down to $100 a share. I made a video specifically showing a couple of things. I did a video. You can search the channel, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very proud of this because a lot of YouTubers sit on here talking about the monies and how to make money and things like that. And so I sit here and say, this is how I made money with Airbnb. And it's one thing to say how you made money. It's another thing when you actually show people your 1099s, not some other fake Clarity or some other fake ClickBank, some other fake garbage. We get 1099s from Airbnb. So I showed my actual 1099s from a few years. You guys can go search the channel for that. But the fact of the matter is, I also did a video showing that, plus the reasons why I thought Airbnb, when it came out as an IPO, was worth at least well more than Marriott and Hilton and all those guys. And I'll give you a simple synopsis. Airbnb does not own any hotels. They only have hosts who sign up with them for free. They literally have no cost of acquisition these days. Hosts then list their property with Airbnb. Airbnb takes a fee. Airbnb doesn't own nothing. They don't have to do any upkeep, no housekeeping, no check-in, no check-out, nothing. And they get a percentage on the buy part and the sell part. That's it. Then when they added experiences on their platform, meaning if I'm going to a city and I want to do a bike ride with a group, if I want to go listen to jazz music, rap music, country music with a group of people, they have an experiences thing that you can pay the host for that. So again, they get a percentage of that. Meanwhile, they have the top 10 hotel companies only have 6.2 million hotel rooms. Airbnb has 6.2 million rooms also through their host. The problem with hotels are they have a staff. They have to pay the staff. They have to pay the cleaning agencies. They have to pay the concierge. They have to pay the people at the front desk. Their profit margin is so much lower. Meanwhile, Marriott shares sell for about $110, $105 a share. Hilton's for about $100, $105. Those are only two companies. Clearly, Airbnb should sell for more than both of those combined, as far as I'm concerned. Other investors say, no, Eric, we think it's going to go down to $100 a share. We don't see the value in Airbnb. All I can say is Airbnb hasn't even started yet. Wait until they actually have some sort of, whether it's taxis, robo-taxis, whether it's some sort of the skateboards or what do you call them, scooters. What if they have EV vehicles that you can go pick up that they have parked somewhere? They haven't even started yet. They don't even have to own anything, and they already have the platform already made. So all they have to do is add the product and say, hey, you have an EV that you want to rent out while people are on vacation? And you could have a code for a car. Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. So that's the way I think about Airbnb. Other people, for some reason, think that they're going to go to 100. I just don't see how it's going to happen. So anyhow, needless to say, I'm bullish on Airbnb for life. I'm not selling it for a long time. All right. Let's see. All right. I got to get some water now. Let's see what happens here. ATM bankroll coming back from the NC. It called. There we go. South of the border. I know where you're talking about. Exactly, ATM bankroll. Fill your trunk with Pedro's junk. And luckily, my parents filled the trunk. It was beautiful. Exactly. I can't remember the name of the place, so if it was called South of the Border, that's it. But all I know is they used to have these cool-ass signs, and that was the one I always remembered. Fill your trunk with Pedro's junk. That's all I remember. That's the main one I remember. They had other ones too, but it was hilarious when you're driving down the freeway and they used to have these billboards. It was on point. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're 2 hours in. So once again, please smash that like button down below. Apparently the YouTube algorithm, they like that. And if you like what we talk about, please subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it. All right. Own nothing and be happy. This is the future slogan, apparently. Exactly, Carly Lewis. That's right. That's how we got to do it. We don't have to own anything. We can make money simply by this new NFT situation, giving out images and make money for life, royalties for life. We can make art. If you draw, you can sell your artwork, get royalties for life. You make music. You can sell your music, get royalties for life, and cut out the record labels. This is awesome. Why own anything in reality? Everything you can use to make money. But I like that. But of course, we do have to own something every now and then. But for the most part, we can do a lot of damage without owning anything. There's so much opportunity in the stock market. Uber, Snap, MaxR. Exactly, ladies and gentlemen. Snap, Twitter, MaxR. All of these, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, let me pull up MaxR. Because here we are again. Here we are again. Curtis Davis special. Curtis Davis special. Look at this. Another Curtis Davis special. Talking about it since last year when it was 19, 20 bucks. Look at this, 25 bucks. Dropped down again in November, 20 some bucks. So again, 100% on your money in a few months. We're spoiled right now. That's just the way it is. We're all spoiled right now because the movement in the stock market and the crypto space is happening in real time. People are doubling their money in a month or 2 or 3. It's crazy. But you cannot expect this to continue to happen. But I do expect this to continue to happen in all of 2021. Because as long as they keep delaying putting out this extra stimulus money that really matters, the $1,000, the $1,400, that's when there's going to be an influx to the market, and that's when we're going to have another explosion on the stock market and crypto. So we're going to have another wild ride. And all these things right here, even though they're at their all-time highs or near them, they're still going to go higher. So don't be scared. All right? Mustafa Mbaye, welcome to the Friday Night Live stream. Glad to see you here again. Hope everyone having a good night. All the growth starts are slowing down and the option and margin traders are getting destroyed. This is the perfect time to buy great companies for cheap. Exactly. I couldn't have said it any better. Mustafa Mbaye. Exactly. This is exactly what I'm talking about. He knows what time it is. Exactly. Thank you for that message. That's exactly what's going on. All right. Carly Lewis. Gotta love stock market crashes. Exactly. You love stock market crashes when you have money to invest. That's the beauty of it. And that's what the top 10 percenters do have. And if we're ordinary citizens and we have extra money to invest, now we get to be just like them and take advantage and come up just like them. They can't leave us in the dark this time. Exactly right, Carly Lewis. Exactly. And then, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, market crashes happen all the time. We got to keep establishing this. That's why you can't be scared. All right? 1987, market crash. 1989, market crash. 1994, market crash. 1999, market crash. 2007-8, market crash. 2017-ish, market crash. 2020, market crash. Look here, all-time highs every time. What are you afraid of? You buy more, ladies and gentlemen. Dollar cost average down if your stock goes down. And sometimes because you got in cheaper, you dollar cost average up, but at least you're still ahead. That's the point. That's the way we play the game. Don't be scared. Don't give it up. Don't sell because you said, oh my God, it dropped 50% or 30%. Don't sell. Especially if you know you invested in something that is the future. If you know you invested in something that's like let's say a coal mine, knowing full well coal mining is not going to be a thing of the future, and it drops 50%, yeah, you might want to reconsider your investments, because coal mining is not the thing. All right? It's pretty simple. Mustafa Mbe, it's about long-term investing. Exactly. Exactly right. That's exactly right. Not a crash, it's a sale. That's right, Girly Lark. I love that too. Man, not a crash, it's a sale. I got to put that on a shirt, don't we? Not a crash, it's a sale. Hold on, let me write this down. I like that right there. Hold on, I got to figure out how to make a t-shirt on that. Not a crash, it's a sale. I got to keep this in mind. Not a crash, it's a sale. We got to figure out how to put that on a slogan. Not a crash, it's a sale. Exactly, I like that one. Buy low, sell high. That's the name of the game. But see, everybody never thinks about what is buy low. See, that's the thing. Like right now, I argue SBE going from $50 a share down to $30 a share, switchback that is, SBE, I think that's buying low, even though I was able to buy at $10 or $12 a share. I still think buying at 30 is low. Just like when Tesla went down to 673 or I think it went down to 675, something like that earlier this week. I bought more. I was like, is this for real? This is well below what they should be at. So again, these are the kind of things you have to do. To me, that's a sell, even though my dollar cost average is like $300. Well, actually, it's moved up now. It's $485 now for Tesla, because I've been buying at $600 and some dollars. I mean, I'm like, this is ridiculous. How's it go from near 850 to 650, 670? That's crazy. So that's how I consider buy low and sell high. A lot of people think because they didn't get in when it was 300 that they shouldn't invest now because it's 600 or 700, when in fact they still have room to grow. They have room to grow, ladies and gentlemen. Richard Reynoso, that's a great slogan. Exactly, I like that one. Golden Child, welcome to the Friday Night Live stream. So happy that you found us here. Thank you so much. Just found your channel. I'm loving it and subscribing. Thank you so much for becoming a new subscriber. I really appreciate that. I humbly appreciate that. Thank you so much. And by the way, please see some of our previous videos of anything you're interested in, because this isn't a one-stop shop place. We don't just talk about credit. We just don't talk about real estate investing. We don't just talk about stock market investing. We don't just talk about crypto investing. We talk about the overall range of financial literacy and how to become a top 10%er. And by the way, since you're new here, we do have gear too. Emerging Millionaire. That's one of them. Or Be the CEO of My Life. That's another one of them. And you can get any of our gear at StopStrugglingNow.com, or some of you can actually see some gear down below the video, because we have the merch shelf going by. And that's the No Fear, No Excuses t-shirt on there. So once again, thank you so much, Golden Child. I appreciate you being here this Friday night. Tesla was $664 this week. Within a year, a price target $1,200. Thank you so much, Curtis Davis. That's exactly my point. That's exactly my point. I actually knew what the price target was. It's over $1,000. Well, you just said $1,200. I knew about the $1,000 price target, and it should be. So when I saw 675 or whatever it was, I was like, I gotta get some more. This is ridiculous. In fact, I don't even know what Tesla. Who cares? Here's the funny thing: once you start investing and not really care, I don't even know what they ended up at. See, they're sitting at 675 right now. After today. That's interesting. Here we go. Yep, last 5 days. Here we go. Yeah, this is when I got it. February 23rd, it was like, or somewhere there. All I know, it was like 675, 673. So either it was, February 23rd is when I popped it. Either it was in the morning or afternoon. But again, I was like, holy smokes, are you kidding me? This is well below what it should be. This is what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Al Ben, welcome to the live stream. What's up, fellas? Welcome to the live stream. Glad to see you here on another Friday Night Live. Oh, yeah, all business, nothing personal. Thank you so much once again for being here on the Friday Night Live stream. The powers that be are trying to control the farmland, so I might buy farm stock. Bill Gates has his hands in all. Of course, because if you can control the food supply, the water supply and the food supply, those are the two things. Because after you can't control the money supply, what else is left? Food and water. And that's why Gino Chimiente is going to have to get me up to speed because, hold on, I got my list here. Because there's a company that we should be investing in, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. I can't remember. It was, I can't remember, ladies and gentlemen. I'm failing on this one. Hopefully, Gino Chimiente helps me out. There's a farm company. Oh, BGS, ladies and gentlemen. That's the one. BGS. That's the one. Hold on. Let me pull it up. B&G Foods. That's one of them, but there's also another one, farm one. But I can't remember. I think Wilson Koo knows what it is. B&G Foods, American Food Company. That's one of them. Even they dropped this week. Look at this. Been going down. It's a food company, but there's another one, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. AVO. That's the one. Mustafo. That's the one. Yes, Mission Produce. That's the one. Exactly. All right, I'll get to it in a second. We're having streaming problems. Oh, man. They're saying we're having streaming problems right now. Hold on. That's it. Eric, your thoughts on Biden wanting to eliminate the 3 bureaus and replacing them with one national credit review? My thoughts? It's government, man. That's exactly what we've been talking about this whole stream. Government's trying to control the masses. How they do that? Stop you from being able to get credit and funding. Stop you from being able to get water and food. And mess with the money supply so the money is worth less. And then say, hey, we don't have any jobs for you either. But even if we did, it's going to cost you 10 times the amount it did last year. So you're going to have to make 2 times the amount this year instead. But the prices went up 10 times, but you're only going to make 2 times the price of your salary. You know what's happening here. Yeah, I already know this, man. This is why FICO did their FICO 10. That's why they came out with the FICO Resiliency Index. That's why all the credit bureaus are acting funky because they're trying to jack people. That's why we're talking about we're doing a preemptive strike. Get your money into crypto, put it on Celsius, put it on Nexo. I have a link down below. Deposit $200 or more into Nexo. They'll give you a free $30 worth of Bitcoin. You don't like you don't like Celsius Network? Then you can go to Voyager. If you're just going to hodl money, you can deposit $100 or more into Voyager, and they'll give you $25 worth of Bitcoin in 48 hours. I already got mine. I just signed up 2 days ago. They sent me the $25 today. And I only put $100 in Voyager to be full disclosure. There was no thousands because they don't give me interest in Voyager. So I was just like, let me put 100 over there and see what happens. Then when I found out that I couldn't transfer money to another wallet, I was like, what is this? So literally, you're just hodling. And you can earn some interest at Voyager, but it's not even nowhere near Nexo or Celsius or even BlockFi for that matter. So I was like, okay, good thing I put 100 over there, and I'll take the 25 BTC. I'll let it sit over there for a little bit because the only way I can withdraw it, it comes back to me in fiat. I can't even send it to another wallet, which is crazy. So anyhow, the 100's going to sit there, but I got the free $25 BTC. And as far as the one bureau, this is expected. I expect these guys to mess with the financial, anything that has to do with messing with 90% of the population, just so the 10%ers can stay in power. That's what's going to happen. So, yeah, I would not surprise me if they went to one credit bureau like the FICO, and then they say, hey, your score is 670. Hey, what are you talking about? I paid on time for 10 years. I don't even owe but $50 on $50,000 worth of credit. What are you talking about, my credit score? That's all that's going to happen. They're going to change the rules like they always do, move the goalposts back, because everybody knows now what is required to improve their credit score. Because I've done it myself for the last 2 years. So everyone here, if you don't understand how the credit bureaus work, just search the channel for credit repair videos that I've done. Because those videos will show you, 35% on-time payment, 30% debt utilization. These are the percentages of your credit score. 15% for length of credit. So once people know what the criteria is, then people can say, okay, I can improve my credit score because now I know what I got to do. But when they start changing the goalposts, like trying to do one national credit bureau, then they'll change all the numbers and change the configuration. And then somebody that has the exact same credit, somebody's going to have a 775 score and somebody else is going to have a 650 score. Kind of like redlining in a city. You go down one street and on the other side of the street, these houses are worth 300 grand, but the other side of the street, $1 million. Redlining. Because they're trying to keep this side of the street poor, the $300,000 side poor. So we're going to make up these real rules, redlining, which AKA one national credit reporting agency. The credit bureaus are already working against you. So it's no surprise that he would try to come up with some nonsense like this. So that's all the more reason you guys need to get everything under control, under your own power. Get your .crypto domain name. Down below is a link. AVO, thank you, Mustafa Mbaye. I appreciate that. Stock, farm. I like it. I like it. There's an added one. There goes another one for you, ladies and gentlemen. If this is true, I didn't know there was a stock farm. Farmer Brothers Gummy. I like this. But this says American Coffee Food Service Company in Northlake, Texas. Okay, that's not going to work. I don't want to be in that. But maybe there's a farm ETF is what you mean. And I don't know what that would be. Let's see. A farm ETF stock. Actually, I want farm produce. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, Farmer Brothers. Yeah, it is an ETF. FARM. Yeah. Okay, there it is. Farm ETF. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. All business, nothing personal. Mentioned it. There's an ETF for the farm. You got to love it. Okay. Oh, this is nice. Let's go see what they got. This is what we do on Friday Night Live. ETFs with the most farm exposure. SMLV, IWC. Those are 0.01s. We need more than that. Top performing ETFs with farm. URTY. Okay. IWC, that was on the other list. UWM. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. Goldman Sachs, Active Beta, PRFZ. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Here you go. This is what we do on Friday night. These are actually gems right here. I got to write this down, so you're going to have to give me a sec. Because URTY, IWC, good points made tonight. Very good points, because I didn't even have a farm or land or anything like that on the list, and that's actually true. And pets. I did the pets. PETZ, ladies and gentlemen. That's another one. All right. Very well. That's a gem. Farm, AVO, all those are in play. I would think, I would hope. APPH, another one. Let's go look at it. There we go. APPH, App Harvest. Yeah. Another nice one. You can see the rise. And let's just face it, ladies and gentlemen, these are the companies that get to create their own economy. They can always raise the rate of food. In fact, if you haven't been paying attention over the last year, food cost, some places it's double. I go reach on the shelf here in Cali, and stuff that used to be $3.50 is now $7. It's incredible. Incredible. Why won't Robinhood let me buy additional shares GNT Gold? I do not know. I didn't know they were blocking GNT stock. Robinhood blocking. I'll go look this up. I'll Google it. I don't changes to certain type of. Oh, you'll no longer be able to buy closed-end funds. So it all depends on what GNT is. Sell other stock options commission free. I don't know. You might have to send them a message. But if it's a closed-end fund, it looks like they have a certain rule about closed-end funds now. Now all of a sudden, Robinhood acting like the sheriff of Nottingham with the quickness. They're not giving no love to the ordinary citizens. Robinhood purchases blocks. Oh my God. I don't believe these guys. These guys are too much. I got to get another brokerage account because I can't have these guys anymore. They're doing too much. Thank you for that, Gino. I invested in it. Mustafa Mbeyi. Let me see. What did Gino mention? How did I miss that? Did I miss something? No, that's the. Oh, ABMB. Okay. Cool. I didn't miss that one. All right. Farm, 7.81 per stock. You go see again. I don't. Oh, it is 7.81. Okay. Yeah, apparently this isn't Farmer Brothers American Coffee. It's an ETF as well, which is awesome. So it appears that that's a viable option. And again, this GNT Gold, I don't know why Robinhood isn't allowing that. Hits blunt, isn't interested in some of the horrible and most heinous things that we might be against in the world. We're helping create by investing behind some of these companies. Good point, Carly. Good point. Good point, man. I have to admit, it is one of those things. I'm guilty. I'm not the social, I'm not, what's his name? Shamath, that social investor. I try to do social investing, but yeah, on some occasions, I put my money in MO, which does cigarettes. I've done some other investing in the companies that I don't agree with, but at least, I'll put it this way: toxic chemicals dumping and all that stuff. I can't invest in those companies. But, I have been on that borderline and still trying to stay cool, like Beyond Meat, for instance, is a good company. Plant-based food, biochemical, which is actually corn for biofuel companies and things like that. Try to stay in that vein. So I agree with you. You try to hit it, but you're right. Even sometimes, even though I'm trying to be a conscious investor, you can't always, you can't always do it because sometimes you don't know what these companies are really doing. Just like when people buy iPhones, Apple, what's going on in China when they're building these things is heinous, but yet millions are sold. And same with Samsung. Same with almost all Huawei, their phones, everything. So it's just diamonds, blood diamonds. We know. I mean, it's kind of crazy. But you got that, hit that right on the head. And that's why I like the Shamath, IPOE, IPOF, because that guy, he's into that social. And that's why I invest in IPOE, IPOF, things like that. So, again, good points. First, they got rid of Sally Mae. Now they're getting rid of Experian. Oh, exactly. They're trying. Exactly. That's what's happening. And that's why the funny thing is with the AG Jewelers, even though they reported for 6-7 years, just because they did it to the general public, That's when all of a sudden they were like, whoa, wait a minute. We don't like your website because you changed it, and now you have this general public thing. I'm pretty sure that's one of the things. And they started signing up thousands of people, and now all of a sudden they're like, wait a minute, you're helping thousands of people here. We can't have that. We gotta slow this roll down. We're gonna remove these customers and hem them up. I already know the situation. I've been going through this for 30 years. This is how the government operates. People never believed me back in the day because there was no social media. There wasn't any outlets. Everybody believed when the police wrote down in their report what happened, everybody said, oh, they're telling the truth. When they got on the witness stand, they must be telling the truth. When the judges and the district attorneys know you're innocent, but yet they still prosecute, people are like, no, they don't do that. You must be guilty. No. Now that we have social media, now that we have video, now that everybody can have microphones hooked up and cameras everywhere, now people are finding out, wait a minute, these guys just planted drugs in the car? They just shot this person for no reason? He just said he has guns in the trunk and he's sitting in the passenger seat and they just shoot him? They're like, what the heck's going on around here? And they're like, wait, we've been talking about this the whole goddamn time. Where you been? People in jail right now did nothing. People are like, no, I must be guilty. All that crap. I'm telling you. In 2020, many Americans' FICO score reached 700. Exactly, Curtis Davis. It was an all-time record in end of 2019, 2020. So that's why they had to NICSAFE, FICO 10, FICO Resilience Index, Experian Boost. No. We want to get your credit. We want to be able to check your bank account. So Experian came out with the Experian Boost. So you have to link up to your bank account. So now they can see your transactions. Smart. That's why we can't have crypto, ladies and gentlemen, because so then what do they do with crypto? They're trying to figure out how we can get a Coinbase IPO'd up and you go through Coinbase so then they can track you. They can only track you as far as sending money out. Once your money is out of Coinbase, sayonara. That's how we do it. Excellent input. Thank you, Al Ben. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for asking the questions. That's what we try to do around here. Help people out, make decisions. Of course, you can always still do your own due diligence. Somebody said Equifax removing some kickoff accounts because the accounts are less than 350. Exactly, Curtis Davis. They're all of a sudden they're come up with some nonsense talking about the account has to report it $500 or more. Otherwise, they're not going to report it anymore. What kind of... So people have secured credit cards for $200, $300, $400. Again, what are they doing? They're figuring out a way to stop the poor from being able to advance, creating this class system, the rich versus the poor, ultimately. So you guys have to get on board with this. You're not understanding. You don't want to be left behind. Get on board the train. I'm bringing some more train cars because I need more of you back here. I need more of you sharing these videos. I need more of you to sit there and say, hey, wait a minute. This guy kind of sounded wacky a year ago, but he's not sounding so wacky now because all this credit stuff he said was going to come to a head. He did start saying you might want to invest in stocks and crypto and build up your war chest so then you can borrow against yourself, not have to go against borrowing, worrying about a credit score. You see what's happening here, right? Slowly but surely, they're taking things away to make sure that you're not going to be able to have a 780, 750 credit score to get the better interest rates, to get a bigger house, to get the nicer car that you deserve, that you're working your butt off for. So we're going to flip it. We want you to earn additional income. We want you to make money while you sleep. How do you do that? You make money in the stock market while you sleep. You make interest every night by investing in crypto that gives you interest every night. That's what you do. You get your streams of income and you get your .crypto domain name down below because they don't renew every year like a .com, a .biz, a .info domain. Get it down below and then you help other people get all of this. Get your free shares of stock down below. Get your free $10 from Coinbase down below. All of it. And then once you sign up with these platforms, you tell your cousins, you tell your brothers, your sisters, your uncles, your aunts, everybody, your contacts, and say, hey, here's a link. Go sign up and get your free shares of stock. Why do you do that? You're a good Samaritan. And by being a good Samaritan, you will be rewarded with a free share of stock if you do that with Robinhood and Webull. How are you a good Samaritan with Coinbase? They'll also give you some Bitcoin for referring other people. Once you sign up with crypto.com, same thing. You share your link with other people, get them on board, say, hey, you might want your crypto.com name. Down below, link for crypto.com. You'll get an extra $5, $10 for signing up or sending other people there to sign up. Not rocket science. Monetize yourself. Always have streams of income coming in, because they can shut you down. If you have a job, anybody can walk in and say, hey, we have a COVID-19 situation. Shut down. Sorry, we have to lay you off. Now what? Anybody in LA right now, go down to Echo Park, upscale area of Cali. You're not going to like what you see. I'll just put it this way: homeless people in tents, and not just 10 or 15 or 20. You hear me? Not just 15, 10, or 20. So people are out in paddle boats with their swan paddle boats in the upscale part of LA on the lake, with a quarter of the lake homeless camps. Literally. This is happening in America, like a third world country, ladies and gentlemen. And nobody's coming to save them. But you have every right to save yourself right now, because you have internet connection. You have $1 million cell phone sitting in your hand, and you're sitting here messing around. I hope you're not one of these people messing around on TikTok playing games, on Snapchat playing games, on Facebook doing all this social media nondescript stuff. You should be posting up opportunities for other people to help other people, and by turn of helping other people, you get to make money. You're not asking anybody to buy anything. You're just helping people so that down the road, they too might be able to invest in their future. That's what we should be doing, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we're doing 2021. That's why the videos have changed a little bit, because I realize the credit, that's nice and all, but what is credit really going to look like a year from now or 6 months from now, when they say, well, you know what, you have a 720. I'm sorry, we can't help you. We're going to need to give you a 10% loan. Or we're not even going to bother. We can't give you any credit right now. You're going to wish you would have put that money into something that earns you interest every day and that you can borrow against it, that you don't need their permission. That's why I've been focusing on this crypto, stocks, things like that, that you can borrow against those assets if you need to on a rainy day. And it is a rainy day fund when you really think about it. If you're able to put away $200, $300, $400, $500, $1,000 per month and put it into stocks or crypto and earn interest on it, or your stock or crypto appreciates, and then you know you can borrow against it and you don't need any credit check, you've just empowered yourself and your family for long term. And it works a win-win if the stock or the crypto goes up and you can borrow against your own funds. That's the best case world, and that's what's going on right now. And the NFTs that I was talking about earlier, for any artist, any person on the planet can take advantage of this. You can sell products on crypto using the NFT platforms. Go see OpenSea. In fact, let me go over here to OpenSea right now so I can give you guys a little preview, so you can see exactly what I'm talking about here. Oh, I'm in the wrong location. Hold on. Let me go see what's going on. OpenSea IO. There we go. Crypto collectibles. The largest NFT marketplace. So some of you, this was new to me as well, but this is unbelievable what I found out. And you can see for yourself. Look at this. Look at this. This person, here goes this image here for half an ETH, which is roughly $800. Here goes something here, 2.11, but I don't know what that is. It may be ETH. Again, that's ETH. This picture, this image, hash marks. This is unbelievable, ladies and gentlemen. And here, look at this. This is 22 cents. Or is that 0.22 ETH? I don't know. I'm not really familiar with this totally yet, but you can see these are images. And look, this is even GIFs. It's video. You could see the prices here. Look at that, 2.66 airdrop hash mask. This is what I'm talking about. Some of you may have images. People are making these images. Some of you may be artists. You can go to Canva and make some images. Let's go look at trading cards. This is what I'm talking about. This is all virtual. These are not actually cards. This is unbelievable. I don't know anything about the Tron Tanya number 26 and CF 200, 26 of 200, 0.5. I think these are all ETHs, 0.5. Again, here's an offer for $3. I don't know if these are dollars or ETH or what. Somebody might have to tell me because I'm not that familiar with the NFTs. I haven't even went this far. I'm just doing it. Let's see. Did I lose? Yep, I got stuck. Oh, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you can still hear me, I don't know. But it looks like I got stuck on the page. It looks like I can't get out of this, so it might have ended the stream because I'm stuck. Yep, I'm stuck. Well, if you can still hear me, I'm stuck on this page. I can't get off. Oh, here we go. Something happened. I guess I had a crash. Well, looks like I had a crash, ladies and gentlemen. So it looks like I can't get back to where I need to go. But if you can hear me, I'm going to have to probably end the stream because it looks like we did a crash. As soon as we start talking about the NFTs, looks like it's a no-go zone. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for waiting. I got back up. I don't believe it. As soon as we start talking about the NFTs, they're like, hold on a minute. We got to shut this down. We got to shut this down right now. Oh my God. Yeah, that's funny. Eric left to eat dinner. Exactly. All right. I'm glad you guys held out. Because as soon as I went over to that NFT website, they're like, hold on a minute. He's messing around in the wrong area right now. We don't want people to know about this. Let me go get this back up and see what happens because I wanted to find out myself. We're in the largest crypto space. Let's see what's happening. Oh, we can't even go there yet. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this back right. Let's go see what this is. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get frozen out because this NFT is major. Because if this is what it's going to end up being, this is going to free up a lot of people from working for the man. This would be awesome. All right, here we go. We're back. Let's go check on some of this. I wanted to get to the trading cards because most people know about trading cards. Hopefully you guys can hear me. So we're back on. Here we go. All right. So explore trading cards. This is where I was at, in fact. I was trying to see on, oh, they have auctions. So somebody who's ever done this, maybe, oh, these are ETH. These are some WETHs. So this is like 10% for trading cards. So these might be $100, $200. Wow. That's incredible. Sports. Okay. Is this NBA Top Shop? Let's go look at this. I keep hearing about this. Let's go see what this is here. Let's see. I don't see anything happening here. Rookie class. Okay, that's nothing. All right, I don't see where this Beastly Ballers rookie class. I don't see this yet. Hold on. Somebody mentioned something about they're on the NBA Top Shot. Okay, I'm going to try and find this right now. NBA Top Shot. NBA Top Shot. Let's go look it up. This is real time, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't checked any of this out, but I don't see anything happening here. I can't tell what's going on. Well, I'm going to have to get out of this, so maybe we're going to have to explore this a little bit more. I don't know that much about this NFT, so I'm going to have to go find out a little bit more about it and see next. In fact, the next video on Monday Night Live, we're going to get into this NFT stuff because I want to figure out how we're going to be making some more money. This is streams of income, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's see. I missed a whole bunch of stuff. Let's see. Kickoff, stop reporting. It's healthcare, I think. SRNHW, SRNHU is healthcare. Yes. Amwell, Teladoc, telemedicine. Those are all in play. I agree. FICO is trying to come out with a system where they only go by your rent and utility payments to make a decision on your credit score. That's crazy. Yeah, the FICO. I know. They're changing up the whole game. They can't even make up their mind. First it was FICO 10. Then it's FICO Resilience Index. Then Experian does their own thing with this Experian Boost nonsense. Now, All Business, Nothing Personal is talking about another credit game they're trying to play. Also, web search will determine credit score along with that total surveillance system. Exactly, Carly Lewis. That's exactly what we're doing. Total communist country-like. This is a joke. All this propaganda about a free country, and the next thing you know, they're like checking everything to make sure they know where every last dime goes and comes from. That's why they're trying to change it to the digital coin, the dollars to digital coin, and not even have dollar bills at all, because then they can just change the numbers in the computer. After 4 years, any bad reporting will be erased. Just make sure you are on time with your light and rent house payments just in case they make the switch. Yeah, I could see that. That's what it's going to be. I'm getting out Right on. N. Smith N. Welcome to the live stream. Glad to see you. Right. It's weirdly good balance to have. Exactly, Carly Lewis. Exactly. Oh, Curtis Davis dropping some more gems. Gambling addictive. Gamble, Penn, DraftKings, MGM. It's hard, but millions of people are employed. Exactly. Keep in mind, there's like 100 million people. Well, estimations, 50 to 80 million people out of work. There's still the usual 130 million that are wealthy. Top 10 percenters. You guys keep forgetting about this. There's people that own companies that employ people that are still making money. All right? So you have those people who are going to gamble, are going to Vegas, are going to MGM, who are playing online, who are doing risky, fun stuff. There's still a system. Plus, America is a tourist destination. So once all this stuff shakes out, people are still going to be coming here. So these are the things you got to think about. Nike shoes, clothes are made in China, a fraction of cost, sweat factories. Exactly, Curtis Davis. All of it's sweat factories. This is what they do to third world countries. The rich do exactly to third world countries what they're trying to do here in America. We are a third world country. We just don't know it yet. You guys have heard me say this before. When Texas froze over and people didn't have electricity for 3, 4, 5 days, people were like, how's this happening in America? And I'm just like, where have you been? Have you not been to Louisiana, Alabama, Tennessee, Mississippi? Have you not been somewhere out in the backwoods of Oklahoma and Kansas, Arkansas, out in the middle of nowhere in Nevada, in the foothills of California? Ladies and gentlemen, people still don't have running water in some locations. Come on. Need to wake up. That propaganda they've been spewing ever since you were 3 years old. You're going to find out. Take off them rose-colored glasses. It's not real. This is weather before the storm. The big tech companies are trying to control our agriculture. Hey, all business, nothing personal. You got that right. You got that right. They already control the flow of information. They're trying to control the flow of anything that has to do with your life, whether it's going to be the food, the water, the temperature control of the planet even. This is getting out of control. And by the way, I'm going to say it like somebody else said a few weeks ago because I didn't even think of this. They were like, hey, notice all the billionaires are getting these, Blue Origin, SpaceX. All the billionaires are making these rocket ships. The guy was like, I think they're trying to leave us on this planet while they get off. And you know what? I'm beginning to think this too. $250,000 a seat to get on the spaceship. People have already started paying. Think about it. They're sitting here. Why would somebody not try to make sure you don't hurt the planet? Why aren't you worried about toxic chemicals in the water, toxic chemicals in the air, toxic chemicals in the soil? Why would you not care about that? Why wouldn't you? Then you start really thinking, I'm like, wait a minute. You're not planning to be here. That's the only reason you would do jacked up stuff to the planet. Think about it. I didn't even think about it till somebody mentioned it. I was like, hey, he's right. They're creating satellites. They're creating communications so they can be off planet. And I said, wait. Okay, this is starting to explain some other stuff because I'm trying to figure out how you live in the most developed nations and they're still letting you dump toxic chemicals in the water that you're going to have to drink. How they're putting toxic chemicals and fertilizer in soil from the food you're going to have to intake, and then they wonder why people have cancer. There's no wondering. Toxic chemicals are in the air from factories, and you're sitting there like people get sick, die, can't breathe, asthma, emphysema. You're like, wait, how does this happen? And you guys don't do anything about it. You just allow it to continue. And then when the guy said, yeah, these guys are all building spaceships. I'm like, wait a minute, he's right. This isn't. And people are already signing up to pay to leave. Hey, start thinking, ladies and gentlemen. Big techs are progressing to control everything, actually. It's the Great Reset. Carly Lewis, welcome to the live stream. This is what I've been trying to tell people. Nobody's coming to save you. And it's happening right now. The greatest transfer of wealth to ever have happened is going now. You have to be in the game, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care. You're not going to have to. You can't even have excuses right now. If you are barely making it, then you're going to have to figure out a way to get your extra streams of income, because you're going to have to invest into something. It's going to have to be something. You got to make money without working for it. What I mean, while you're sleeping, while you're sitting on vacation, while we're sitting here on a live stream, somebody can click on some link that you have where you're going to be making money. You're going to have to create that. And if you don't know how to do it now, you can learn. You can review videos on YouTube. This is the easiest place to go first off if you want to learn something. So don't stay back there. You're going to have to get uncomfortable and learn something new, ladies and gentlemen. Carly Lewis is giving out some knowledge tonight on everything. And he's calling it the Great Reset. I'm calling it the Great Wealth Transfer. It's all going down right before your very eyes, and I'm hoping you're not sleeping. This is why I started the Stop Struggling Now Network, Stop Struggling Now channel almost 3 years ago, because I was tired of watching the people who have not getting abused while they're sitting there working 40, 50 hours a week, not knowing that the top 10 percenters are playing them the whole time. You're working your butt off, getting taxed, working your butt off, paying for car registrations, working your butt off, food prices going higher, working your butt off, and they're telling you, oh, there's no other way. Meanwhile, you could have been planting your seeds 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 1 year ago, 1 month ago. Tomorrow, plant your seeds. Let them grow and keep fertilizing them. Keep putting water on it. Just don't sit there and do this. I made 1 video. I did 2 podcasts. I did 3 videos. I started a YouTube channel. I only did 10 videos. I only got 3 subscribers. I think I got to quit now. That's not how it works, ladies and gentlemen. Whatever you start, you be on it every day. If you can, every day, every other day is your worst case scenario. Every day, every other day, make a commitment and do it for 1.5 to 2 years. See me in 2 years and show me your work. Show me that you did a video on YouTube 3 or 4 times a week. 5 times a week or more is even better. Show me that you put in the work for 1.5, 2 years, and then show me failure. You're not going to show me failure. You're just going to show me success because you put in the work. But there again, that's why there's a top 10 percenter on every platform. There's top 10 percenters when it comes to sports. There's top 10 percenters when it comes to a job. There's always top 10 percenters because why? Usually the lower 90% don't want to put in the work to be the best. You'll put in half-ass work and then go, well, I don't know why I didn't get promoted. Oh, I don't know why it didn't work for me. Well, you put in half-ass work. That's why. I ain't feeling sorry for you because the Stop Struggling Now way, everybody knows. You got to put in 2 years worth of work. Then come see me and say it didn't work, because we're going to look at your proof of work. You're not going to sit here and go, hey, Eric, I just did 100 videos in 2 years. I don't know why I don't have 100,000 views. I don't know why I don't have 5,000 subscribers. You're going to sit there and do that? You're not going to be successful under any circumstance, ladies and gentlemen. And nobody's coming to save you, so you better get your butt in gear. This is a little motivational talk tonight. We're at 2 hours and 54 minutes. Anybody who's still here, please smash that like button, because now you got me into a little motivational mode. Uncle E, Grandpa E, whatever you want to call me, we got to talk, ladies and gentlemen, because now is the time that the train is juicing up. I'm adding the coal. And guess what? The train is a one-way track out of here. I'm putting in coal. And guess what? We don't need coal anymore, right? So once we burn this coal, we're going to be out of here. You're going to be out of here with me. We're all going up together. Rising tide lifts all boats, ladies and gentlemen. And the more people that know how to make money who are not a top 10 percenter, think about it. Think about this. If the top 10 percenters own 92% of the stock market, what happens when the bottom 90% all of a sudden starts saying, you know what? I'm going to buy some stocks, and it starts flipping where the top 10 percenters only have 70% of the stock market, which is what's going on with crypto right now. They don't even have 50% of the market, and that's why they're scared. You see, they're Johnny-come-latelys on this one. That's why they don't want crypto to go too high too fast. So that's why you should be getting into crypto too. Don't let them play games with you now. Let's go. Chamath for California governor after we recall Newsom MP bought Beyond Meat. Exactly, Beyond Meat got to have it. Impossible too. In fact, Pepsi made a deal with Beyond Meat, so you can have PepsiCo as well, PEP. All right, I don't know. Newsom's acting wild, man. I don't know. You know what? This is exactly what the problem is. He's a top 1%er. His family is a top 1%er, but people don't really realize this. Just look through his family tree. Him and Pelosi are actually even related. I think he's like her nephew or something. It's crazy. And then even more people in government are related to top 1%er families. They have old money. And they're running the government. So now you're wondering why everything gets jacked up. Because these self-entitled people, usually the top 10 percenters are self-entitled because everything they're getting, it comes a little easier to them. So you have to think of it. Yep, we can't have good credit. Exactly. Received my first ever dividend payment from DHT yesterday. Just wanted to say thank you for that as well. It was only $1, but it's a start. Exactly, Richard Reynoso. This is how we do it, man. You got to start somewhere, and you just think about it. It's $1, but it's reinvested. If it's on Robinhood, you can reinvest it, and you can buy fractional shares. If it's on Webull, you can't reinvest because they don't do fractional shares. But nonetheless, at least you have $1 in your account, and if Robinhood, you reinvested, and DHT is only $5, $5.60. Let's go look and see what DHT is so everybody else can see what's happening to understand dividend investing, which is kind of like earning interest. Here we go. It's $5. So they have dropped it looks like they dropped the dividend. What the heck? 3.58% is the dividend yield on DHT. Oh my God. It used to be 12 or 13%. But nonetheless, he gets to reinvest this $1, which is 25%. Roughly 20%. So every month, because DHT, I can't remember, DHT's every 3 months. So every 3 months, at the end of a year, he'll almost have another free share of this DHT. And so then what do? We buy some more. And it's actually down a little bit, moving sideways, but it's all good. So thank you so much for mentioning that. But we got to have dividend investing. Make money while we sleep. Got to have it. By the way, I'll mention some others. I'm sure if Gino's here, he'll mention some. And I'm sure Mr. Financial's here. Here's ORC, ladies and gentlemen, 13.61% on your money. All right, let me take this off. Oh, yeah, the NFL player getting paid by Bitcoin. That was beautiful. It's already, I don't even know the number. They said it's done 10 or 15 times his salary number. It's crazy. But ORC, ladies and gentlemen, 13.61% on your money. That's a dividend. All right. PSEC used to be my favorite dividend stock because they give me a dividend every month. And right now, because the prices went from $4.50 or 90 cents up to over $7, if you buy it now, you get 10%, 9.88% on your money for PSEC. They pay every month. So dividend reinvest. We'll go along with the standards. AGNC. That's probably like around 8% now, but we'll see because that's went up as well. AGNC pays every month as well, ladies and gentlemen. 8.98% dividend. This is money while you sleep. You don't have to do anything. All because you invested in this company, you get dividends every month from these two, PSEC, AGNC. It's beautiful. Beautiful thing. So that's what we're doing. There may be NFL player getting paid in Bitcoin in 2021. Exactly. In fact, that was a beautiful contract by that one guy. I don't know which he was. I was just doing research on it. Have you seen NBA Top Shot? Yeah, I heard about NBA Top Shot, but as you can see, when I tried to go over there to the OpenSea, maybe it's on a different platform. Why I couldn't find it, but when I did that search, I couldn't do it. We hear you, I hear you. Okay, Andreen Miller in the house with the icon next to his name, next to her name. Thank you so much for being here. N Smith, N have 10K. Oh my God, where would you put it? Need to have access if needed, though. Thank you. I'm learning so much. Well, it all depends on what you actually mean by access. So, if you mean that, I'll put it to you. I'll give you something, but I'll do two things. If you mean that you need access, that you need the money back in like 72 hours, that kind of access, then it could be anywhere. But if you're talking about you need access like liquid, meaning like if something happened today and you needed the 5K, then you're going to have to leave it in a liquid account. So here's what I'm going to say. There's new products coming out. So I'll do two things. I'll give you options. Robinhood. I hate to say it, but Robinhood. If you have, like, let's say 5K sitting at Robinhood, they give you a debit card. All right. They give you a debit card. So you could always sell the stock and then use your debit card to withdraw the money. All right. So that's one way you can do it. Now, my advice would be, if you don't need, let's say, for instance, you don't really need the full 10K, right? So let's say you just need, for whatever your situation is, let's just say you go, well, I know I'm going to need like maybe 3,000. All right. So if you just need like 3,000 at any given time, then I'd probably put 3,000 over or $4,000 in Robinhood, because then I can sell and then I can use my debit card. Then I'd put the other 6,000 in crypto. And I'd probably pick some crypto that I want to put in Nexo or Celsius Network, because I can earn interest on my money. So you can have Aave, for instance, sitting on Celsius Network earning 7.5% annually. They give you interest every day, but then they pay you, they put the interest in your account from the previous week every Monday. Whereas Nexo gives you interest on your money every day. And you can pick some other coins that could give you 10% for stable coins like USDC. You could pick stable coins that get you 10% on your money at Nexo or Celsius. And then, of course, it's going to take you, I don't know their withdrawal times, but again, you should check, because I never have withdrawn from those places back into like a Coinbase and then withdraw it. I haven't done that yet. But if that's the case, what should happen is I would send the money to Coinbase, let's say tonight, and then within an hour, I'd be able to go to Coinbase and then send it to ACH to my bank. So I would have it on Tuesday. All right. So just to give you an idea, but that's what I would do. Hopefully that helps you out. All right. But yeah, I wouldn't let the money sit in the bank. I would be letting it sit 10% a year, earning interest every day. That you can figure out almost 1% a month on your money, or pretty close to it. That's not bad. I mean, that's 10%, which is $1,000 on 10,000. So it's almost like 80. helps you. Oh, man. Hopefully you heard what I was saying. I think my computer got stuck, but hopefully that helps you out. If you didn't hear my whole thing about it, then let me know. All right? So if you did hear me, here's what the Robinhood card looks like. All right? And as you can see, it has the MasterCard logo and the chip. So if you need your cash, you can always take it out if you sold it. All right. So hopefully that helps you out on this 10K sitting in the bank. You don't want the 10K sitting in the bank. It's doing you no good. All right. Zero good. Change it, some into crypto, put some in the stocks. But like I said, if you didn't hear me, 4,000 in the stocks, 6,000 in the crypto, then put in the cryptos that earns maybe 10%. And you earn interest daily on Nexo or Celsius Network. So hopefully that helps you out. All right. Curtis Davis. Okay. Sorry, had a crash on NFT. Yeah, that's what I was. Okay, so I'm way behind. Can hear you. Eric left for dinner. That was funny. ORC, pay you monthly. Yes, Gino Shimiente. He's in the house. I didn't even see it. Way to go. He's mentioning it. MDB Cloud. Exactly, Wilson Koo. Wilson Koo dropping game again, dropping gems. Pandian, P-A-N-D. Oh, yeah. This right here, serious movement. I didn't invest in this, but serious movement. This is insane what's happening with this stock, ladies. This is crazy. Let me show you this. This treatment for autoimmune disease, they actually look so promising that look at what happened with this stock in a month. Just basically $17, $18, and all of a sudden it's like, geez, 3 times your money. But this right here has a serious upside even at the $16 level, which is amazing. Thank you for mentioning that, Wilson Koo. That is awesome. About to close deal with Merck. Yeah, exactly. That's why I heard about him. And unfortunately, I didn't make a move fast enough. Jeez. Big UNC mode activated. That's it, Carly Lewis. Oh, and we have a donation. Thank you so much. All business, nothing personal. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you so much for the donation. I humbly appreciate that. I really appreciate it. Keep up the great work. Thank you for that. Thank you so much. Great. Thank you. Have all of those. N. Smith N. Great. Exactly. So don't let your money, nobody should let their money sit in the bank. The reason why is if you need to borrow, you can now borrow against your crypto. You can also borrow against your stocks as well. But I don't recommend doing that because they all both have margin. You can have a margin call. Both are like margins. So if the stock goes down or the crypto goes down, the percentage that you borrowed at, they want you to maintain that percentage. So you're going to have to either load more money up. So that's why I don't say borrow. So earn interest is what I say. Stake and earn. Just like Gurley Lark was saying. That's what we do. That's how we do it. That's how we make more money. Great. Thank you. Have all those. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're at 3 hours and 9 minutes. You know how we do this on Friday Night Lives. 3 hours is about maximum time. So I want to thank everybody again for being here. And thank you for watching. And I appreciate the gems and the input. I'm hoping some of you wrote down some of these gems because what's dropped every Friday night is life-changing information. And it's not just coming from me. You see what people are dropping over here in the comments in the chat section. All right. So what else we got? SJR, pay you monthly. It's Canadian. Gino. Let's see. SJR. SJR. I don't know who SJR is. Let's go look. Shaw. Oh, Shaw Communications. I've heard of them. It's almost like they have a monopoly there. They're giving out 5.36%. Oh, they're on the New York Stock Exchange. Yeah, I've heard of Shaw Communications. 5.36. The reason Shaw is like, I'm trying to think of the stock. It used to be called Charter, CenturyLink. I actually went to it. Here's the one right here, Gino. SJR gives me 5.36%. CenturyLink gives me 8% dividend. However, CenturyLink does not give me a dividend every month. SJR gives me a dividend every month, but it's only 5.38%. So there's a difference of 3%. So it's up to any individual. Do your own due diligence. You can figure out which one you want to invest in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got to wrap this up tonight. So I hope I gave you some more information to think about. I'm hoping that you would share some of these videos that we're making with people so we can help other people. And if you're just now watching it, please smash that like button. And if you like what we talk about, please subscribe to the channel. And all that business. Nothing personal. Thank you so much for the $20 donation. Again, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And thank you for being here on another Friday Night Live. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know how we do this. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here. And that's why we have to talk about making money while we sleep from 5 or 6 different avenues. Streams of income, definitely going to need that. Making money while we sleep, we get dividend money, we get interest from crypto, we get dividend money from stocks. And then we now have NFTs where we can make some more money residually for life. You heard me right, residually for life. You sell a product and then it sells again, you get paid. Whether it's 10%, 20%, or 30%, you set that when you sell the initial product. And it's digital, which is even better. Some of you have skills out there that does not require you to make anything, but you're good with graphics, you're good with making digital products, and now you can make money. You're good with music, you're good in photography. You can now make money for life. Join the party. The links are down below in the description for all of it. And get your free shares of stock, get your free crypto, get it all right now. Don't miss out on the train. And with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.